Hello everyone, welcome to TVON and happy Friday and happy 1st of September. Again, the time flies really quickly when you're having fun with us, and it's already September, the year is already coming to an end, so kind of scary to think about, but hope everyone has had a great day. Staying warm or staying cool depending on wherever you are, but again, having fun on this, again, long holiday. So if you're out and about, be sure to have fun, stay safe, and if you're with us, thank you so much for joining me today. And we have a lot to get to today, as usual, but today it's like I had someone go to the museum and steal a few pieces and brought them here. So definitely bringing you a lot of the museum quality pieces here. Kind of surprised that I have two Paraibas this evening, and both of them are over 2 carats. So the fact that I have more Paraibas in one show than like Tanzanite, that's kind of a little fun fact for today's show. So again, lots of critters. We do have a few pieces like our sea lion pendant. Again, I don't know if it's a sea lion or a seal, but you know which one I mean. And also the crocodile or alligator ring. Again, not exactly familiar with which is what, but those are several pieces that are here today. Some brand new, very fun, multicolored sapphire flower earrings. It's like having a little bouquet of flowers in your ear, so super excited for that as well. And again, there's so much more opals as usual, and fun exquisite stones. Again, a lot of collectibles here today, so if you're looking to start a collection with a specific stone, or you know, just looking to wrap it up with maybe like a really good emerald, I do have the best in our inventory here today. It is certified, which just adds on to, you know, how good this emerald is. So that one is our 373. So again, not a small size, a lot of diamonds around it, so definitely something collector worthy. So again, if you're looking to, you know, finalize your collections or maybe even get started, again, cat's eye indicolite, a stone that we recently introduced, but you know, been highly popular. So if you're looking to maybe start out with a smaller size, I know a lot of our cat's eye indicolites were, you know, kind of the jumbo sizes, but definitely have one that is on the smaller side. So if you just want to like see what the stone is all about, definitely do have one here today. And of course, any requests are always welcome. Just call in if you have an item number, if you have a description, that's all fine and dandy. It's just, we just need your phone call and we will help you out. So enough of me talking, but let's get to it. Our very first item of today is in fact one of those collectibles that I mentioned. So let's take a quick look over at the wheel. This is one of those stones that I mentioned a few times here and there. It is a stone that, you know, really confused me the first time I saw it. The first time it was shown to me, I was like, they were like, you know, playing a guessing game with me, like, guess this stone. What stone is this? And I had no idea until they told me, well, you see, this is an Imperial topaz. And I was like, oh, they come in this color? And they sure do. So this is item number 1634. It is that fabulous, not only does it have that goldeny orange color, but it also has like a drop of that lovely reds that you can see here. And again, it is currently in the rose gold, and I actually really love how the stone is like synonymous with that rose gold color. So if you're really one for like, you know, combining the stone itself with the gold color that it's in, this would be a perfect piece for you. But you know, if you're not a fan of the rose gold, I know it's not everyone's first choice. Don't worry, you don't have to leave it like it is. We can in fact switch it if you want like a maximum contrast. We can change it to the white gold, which is my, I guess my first preference of gold color choice for this one. But again, the choice is completely up to you. This right here is our lovely 72-point round in the center here. Love how this stone just feels so smooth and crisp and clean, and just look at it's just turning on the wheel and the light just hits those facets perfectly, and there's like little stars twinkling from within this stone. And of course, we can't forget all of those diamonds around it. You know this mounting, we've had it before. And every time I see this ring, this mounting, one thing that always catches me by surprise is the size of those diamonds in the halo around the center, because, you know, This is definitely a more gold heavy piece, but you know, the diamond sizes, especially in that halo, definitely very surprising. And of course, all together combined, we do have 43 points of the diamond. So in addition to that halo around the center, we do have that lovely kind of like a, I want to say like an outer halo almost. It's almost like stacking the center with their own little like a version of the Wonder Ring, if that makes sense. So it's kind of like combining several looks into one ring. And again, if you're someone like me, again, not that much real estate on my hand for some maximum stacking, you know, to play around with, this ring definitely does it all for you already. It really just combines several looks into one unique one. And you know, a piece like this has a very important stone, some impressive, you know, gold weight, and also a lot of diamonds in it. Started at $3,999, and of course, if you know us, we are not going to be leaving it there, even though, you know, a stone of this saturation and color should definitely probably stay around that $39.99 range. But we are absolutely not doing that this evening. And if in case you're not, you know, that familiar with this mounting, here it is from the side. So it's almost like, again, it's like it has that stacked aspect to it with like the Wonder Ring looking shapes around the outside corners. But also if you look at underneath it, it almost combines like the bridge mounting as well as the saddle ring. If you see how it's like slightly curved, definitely instead of diamonds, it has a lot of gold going underneath the center piece there. And the fact that the center itself is held up above the backside, like the bridge mounting that we all know and love. This is truly like 3-in-1, if you know what I mean. And again, this is also what it looks like from the back. So you can really see here, definitely a lot of gold weight, gold presence. So if you really want to switch it up, or switch it to the white or the yellow, that is totally doable. And even though it is wider in the front, it is true to size. As you can see there, the back of the band is that traditional band that we so know and love. And what I love about, you know, having such a large presence on the hand is that this isn't like super heavy or super like, you know, really got to think about it. It's just such a lovely piece to have. And, you know, with the stone in that center, right here, you know, you definitely want to show it off. And again, I think this piece just does it perfectly. And instead of $39.99, we're not even going to do that, or even take off an extra $1,000 at $2,999, which again, this is a very important stone. So we got one parcel, I want to say it was maybe around late last year, almost at this point. Again, time really flies in my head, so like I'm still again stuck in like March. So again, these stones have been ever so popular, and again, a lot of collectors come back and they want more. They want to upgrade, they see what we got, and they really want to really, you know, get the largest possible stone that we have, and which, if you want, we do have it in the back. I believe they're more on the pear-shaped side, so definitely some beautifully saturated stones still here waiting to find their forever homes. And let's take a look at this piece on the hand, just to really show you how it really has that almost like, again, stacked look. But also, I mentioned the diamonds, and look at what they're doing. It's like, this shot is from like, it's pretty far away, but look at how sparkly those diamonds are. In addition to the center, it's like, it's almost like ignore the gold and just focus on the diamonds, almost like they're floating on your hand. And of course, that fabulous center stone as well. This is what it looks like from the side. So you can really see how it combines like a typical single halo with the bridge, with the saddle, or yeah, the saddle ring. So definitely a super impressive piece. And also love how the diamonds on that little outside border there, it really ends right where your fingers meet. So again, there's no like discomfort, or it's like you're not always like fiddling with it, trying to readjust the ring. So you know, it doesn't bother you, but again, this is truly a fabulous piece. And if you wanted to switch it again, just imagine it in the white or the yellow gold. Again, with this one, I would probably go with the white gold. But again, the choice is yours. But I just love this ring. The coloring on the center stone, it's not like a washed out like, oh yeah, I can see, you know, a little bit of red and maybe some orange hues here and there. No, the stone is as saturated as can be. fabulous stone on this one. Let's go back up close. And again, we have, a few other pieces with stones like this that are larger in size. So again, once these stones are gone, they are gone. Like, don't, you can call in and place a request and be like, hey, those very specifically colored Imperial topazes that you had once upon a time, can you get some more maybe? And I'll be like, I'll try, but it's not looking likely. So again, a super collectible stone in terms of color as well. We're typically used to those goldeny, yellowish, orangish colors. So this is definitely a more unique stone. And if you would like this one, we'll take off another $1,000 and make it, very first caller can have it, $1,999 on this one. And again, keep in mind that is a 72 pointer in the center there, that saturated color that you really want to see. And again, you can really see too, it's not just that usual Imperial topaz color that we are so accustomed to. It definitely has a little bit of something extra. And again, Imperial topaz by themselves are already pretty rare. We don't have them like every single day. If you're a long time viewer, you probably know that fact. And to have one even better than what we're used to, truly very special. So please consider this one $19.99 on this. And again, a large presence on the hand, as this stone does deserve. We could have gone with, a single halo, just a simple band, but we really wanted to give it, that extra pop and extra presence on the hand. So definitely a piece to consider. Start off your collection, your Imperial topaz collection, with a stone that is even better than what we're so used to. And again, this one is here, $19.99, and I feel like it's been helping lately. But if you want to think about pieces, that's also no problem at all. Just remember to write down item numbers. It's been really helpful as of late, so thank you guys for doing that. Again, item number is the best way, the most efficient way for us to locate pieces. Best thing about being online is that you can always, take your screenshots and just save them directly to your devices. If you have like a little photo album of, your wish list pieces or pieces that you need to think about, again, that's no problem at all. But in the future, if you just want to, call in, check on availability, item numbers are the best way to go about with pieces like this. So $19.99, let me know. And moving right along, we have a turquoise. So again, call me on this one. Again, if you're not a fan of the rose gold, that is not a problem at all. We can change it white or yellow gold. Just give us some time and we can do that for you, no problem. And let us move right along. This is my favorite turquoise ring. This is item number 1073. And I had this piece a while ago, and I'm a little bit secretly glad that it's still here, so I can really marvel at the design of a piece like this, because as you can see, yes, those are diamonds in the prongs themselves. So if the prongs look a little bit funky to you, don't worry, you got some extra diamonds in there. 913 cushion Sleeping Beauty turquoise, that beautifully saturated blues that you would love to see. And again, turquoise, I personally look good with anything. Can definitely wear it year round. And again, that saturation, like, people will see it from across the street and they'll come up to you and be like, is that a turquoise? It's so saturated. And you'll be like, yes. And from then on, you can also talk about, the diamonds and the prongs, which I know is such a small detail, but it just really speaks to me, because how often do we get to see, just that little, such a small detail, but it's so, like, it really makes you look twice at a piece like this. It's not just a turquoise ring. It is a turquoise ring with so much more in terms of design. And of course, 64 points of the multicolored diamonds in it. So on the side there, if you're thinking, what colors are those stones? Well, you see, in addition to a turquoise, you kind of have your own little mini collection of multicolored diamonds. As you can see, the one at the bottom there is almost like I almost want to call it a fawn diamond. And then of course, towards the point of the little triangular shape, you see like a champagne colored. And again, a lot of beautiful greens. And again, on the other side, what I love about a piece like this is they are not, the same in terms of color. You can see there at the top there, it's like it's almost like a champagne, but I also want to call it an orange diamond. And right there, it's like a lime green diamond. And again, another like pinkish diamond. It's like there is a lot going on in a piece like this. And again, I'm secretly glad that it's still here so I can still, you know, look at it, stare at it for hours. Oh, forgot. I talked about the diamonds and the prongs. 2 points of diamonds in that. So again, 2 points, but you will definitely see those 2 points of diamonds. $29.99. This piece was supposed to be, and I kind of don't want to discount it because I kind of wanted, wanted to stay to stay here, so I can keep looking at it and maybe wear it throughout the rest of the show. But I gotta do what I gotta do. So $29.99. We're not gonna do on this piece. Again, a little detail that you don't get to see until you have this piece in person is this band, surprisingly wide. Not like you have to size up on it, but surprisingly a lot of gold in this band. So keep that in mind. It is still true to size, but it's just another small detail that I've noticed that I thought I would share since I actually get to see these pieces in person. And again, love the backside of this ring, kind of like a floral meets with like an infinity sign, but also kind of like leaves actually. Let's go with leaves. It fits more with the floral effect. So a beautifully built ring through and through, no longer $29.99, and not even going to be $19.99. I feel like for a piece like this, I can't just show you the front, like, oh yeah, it's a turquoise, and yeah, there are, diamonds in the prongs, but I feel like I have to show you this side, the front, and the other side just because of how different it is. Like, it's the same piece, but there's so much happening in a piece like this, especially with all of those colored diamonds, and not going to be $19.99 or even $16.99 on a piece like this. And again, just because there's diamonds in the prongs doesn't mean that it has to stay in the size 7 or, we can't do anything about it, just take it like it is. I mean, aside from it has to stay in the yellow gold. But, we will still size it for you. And even better, let's take off an extra $100 and make this piece $1,599 to the very first caller. And again, I know at face value, it just looks like, oh, just another turquoise ring, nothing really special about it, but you really gotta look at the small details of a piece like this. And even if no one else might notice immediately, it's just know that you are well aware of all that's going on in this piece and you can really truly appreciate it. And personally, no, it is not just another turquoise ring. So let's take a look at it on the hand as well. You really gotta see it from afar. And of course, love that vibrant blue turquoise in the center there. And just even from this angle too, you can really see how the prongs, they definitely sparkle. So, despite being only 2 points of diamonds, they are still diamonds and they will still sparkle and you will definitely still see them and be well aware that they are there. So this is also what it looks like from the side. So a rather large center stone, but not overwhelmingly large. You can really still appreciate the details in it. And again, love that mini collection of multicolored diamonds. And all of them are natural. I had a few questions as of late. People requesting things and a few new viewers here and there asking, are those real diamonds? Yes, they are all natural. So nothing man-made here. Everything here at TVON is natural. And again, love how the multicolored diamonds, they just kind of taper along with the band, following the shape and the flow of the overall piece into the side of the hand here. And again, very much like our very first piece here, not going to irritate your fingers or anything. It's just a fabulous piece through and through, and $15.99 for the very first caller. And I just want to stay here because look, this diamond, small, but you just look at how much it sparkles, and it'll definitely be like, whoa, or like, do they make prongs out of diamonds now? And they'd be like, no, there's just some diamonds in it, but nothing special. But $15.99 on this one. Let us go back up close and take one more look at it before it finds its home. Otherwise, it will be on my hand for the remainder of the show, but I can't be mad at that. So let me know on this one, and of course, any requests you might have. whether it's from the past couple of days, whether or not you're still thinking about, maybe just want another quick look at it, can absolutely do that for you. Several bracelets here today actually. I do have a link style bracelet. Also have a cornflower blue sapphire bracelet with several stones in that. As well as a bangle. So the bangle is a discontinued style. It plays with like negative space and also a diamond shapes running throughout the bangle itself. So again, that one, however, is a discontinued style. So last call on that one for sure. I did mention a certified emerald. However, we also do have yet another certified piece, and it is actually a vivid purple sapphire. So again, sapphire, we hear that name. It's like the one of the first stones that you hear about when you get into the world of gemstones. However, sapphires, I was honestly very surprised, still am very surprised at the wide variety of colors that Mother Nature has to offer just through the sapphire family. So you might already have, a royal blue sapphire, or maybe a pink sapphire, yellow sapphires, green sapphires even, but to have a vivid purple sapphire that is also certified, definitely have to consider that one for your collection. And again, 2 Paraibas here today. One is just over 2 carats and the other is just over 2.5 carats, so some very impressive stones there. And again, if you know me, rather picky with, my stones. I know they're, naturally included, most of them, but these 2 really did catch my eye, so really looking forward to sharing both of those. And if you know what's happening in the price world of Paraiba, I would say grab yours now, today, and keep it for a while, and then prices, they will like, I can say with like 100% certainty that prices are not going to be falling anytime soon. So honestly, if you just want to buy it and just resell it, be my guest. But just letting you know, I have 2 options here today. One is a pear shape and one is an oval. Love the neon colors and clarity on both of those. So looking forward to sharing those. And speaking of yet another stone, this one is actually coming up next. This is a piece that has long confused me because the carat weight, there seems to be a little bit of a discrepancy. So let us move along from this one. Again, call me on this. Again, take down those item numbers. I know it's, maybe you need to think about it. No problem. We have, not all day, but we have at least, a little over 2.5 hours. So call me on this one. And moving along to this. This is a stone. We all know and love Mahenge Pink Spinel. This is item number 8550. And if you also know this mounting, it's a wider style, dome style ring. But there's something about this piece that doesn't really make sense. And that is the carat weight that you see up there. You see it is a carat 44 center stone. Currently in the white gold. If you want to change it up, no problem, even though I think there's something really wrong with this piece in terms of the carat weight. We can also change it if you want the yellow or the rose gold. Again, give us some time and we can work on it. But once you see this piece on the hand, you'll really see what I mean. This stone, this carat 44, in terms of its size and dimension, it is like competing with our 2 carat plusers, our 3 carat plusers. So I am like seriously considering, if this doesn't go today, just to take it apart, weigh that stone, make sure it's a carat 44, not actually like a 2 carat pluser, because something's, I'm question mark in my head, but we're just gonna go with it. And of course, 13 points of the diamonds set into that band there. So again, if you're more of a gold girl or guy, definitely more gold presence on this one. And again, if you really want to switch it up a bit, you want to change it to the yellow or the rose gold even, the option is available and we will do so for you. But again, that center stone is just, there's something really wrong with that. But we're gonna move along from that and this piece was supposed to be $69.99. And again, look at the saturation and color of that center stone. This is a type of mounting that I would definitely consider daily wearable. So, you know, if, again, you don't want so many diamonds surrounding your center stone, if you're worried about, you know, people liking your piece too much, I would say this is a nice daily wearable piece, absolutely. And again, looking at that stone, you see a plethora of hot pink flashes coming through. And another thing that I love about stones that come to a point, like the pear shape and again, the marquise cut, is towards the point of the stone. I really love how the stone almost has like its own natural ombre effect where the color just ever so slightly intensifies, but you can still really see it and appreciate it. So it really goes from like that hot pink that we know and love into almost like ventures into the reddish colors. Again, it doesn't mean that, you know, it's a red spinel, but it's just how the stone is cut and how the light hits it. It's just so lovely to see, whereas like towards the points, the stone just really intensifies. Speaking of, you know, intensity, this price, we're not leaving at $69.99, even though again, that stone does not look like anything remotely close to a carat 44, but we're just going to roll with it. And you've probably seen it here and there drop down to $39.99, and even, dare I say, $2,999. Let's take a little tour of this piece as well. This is what it looks like from the side. So again, not so high off the hand. Love all of the gold that is in this piece. And on the back side there, we do have the TVON logo on either side. And again, a little hole in the back, so if you needed some cleaning, ease of access there. Back to the other side, we do have, again, perfectly matching diamonds, and of course that stunning center stone. This is what it looks like on the hand. So again, from here is really what I mean by, does that look like a carat 44 to anyone out there? Because again, this is like, I've put it next to our 2 caraters, our 3 caraters, and it's like, I don't think that carat weight is right. I think this is like definitely not a carat 44. So if it's not, and it's actually like a 244 or something, I'd say you're getting a pretty good deal on this one. This is what it looks like from the side. So again, you can kind of see it sits rather close to the hand, so you don't really have to worry about, you know, so many diamonds or it catching on anything. It is, again, a very comfortable hand or comfortable ring to have on the hand. And loving all of those hot pink flashes that continue to shine through. Again, it doesn't mean just because we have so many lights, you know, trained on this piece, that's, you know, the reason why it's so bright and hot pink. But that is, in fact, the stone itself that is doing all of this hot pink coloration. And we're not going to be leaving it at $29.99 either, or even $1,999. Again, nothing is changing. I'm not saying, oh, you know what, maybe this actually is a 244 and maybe we just switch out the stone. Nah. This is going to be the piece that you're going to own. And again, if you want to switch out the gold color, I would actually recommend keeping it in the white gold. Again, $19.99 we're not even going to do. Let us go back up close. And if you would like this, again, a collectible stone, that perfect hot pink color you would love to see. Very first caller can have it. Not going to be $19.99, and on this Friday evening, very first caller only on this one, we will do it $1,777 on a fabulous piece like this. So again, you know, if it happens to be a stone that is larger than a carat 44, oopsies, but you know, what's happened has happened. So grab it now before it is gone, because again, if you need another look at it on the hand just to, you know, see the size of this stone, you know, call in. I will be more than happy to try this piece on again, because again, definitely does not feel like a carat 44, you know, considering that it is, you know, pretty close in size, so our 2 and 3 caraters. So call me on this one, 1777. Change out the gold color if you would like to do so. And we will move right along. I actually do have several pieces. Again, our very first item of today, that Imperial topaz, was in the rose gold. We actually have kind of like a rose gold parade here. So Ethiopian crystal opal pendant in the rose gold. It is a rather large pear shape at 1067. So if you're looking for a wearable, impressive crystal opal, I do have one here today. Again, I did mention a multicolor sapphire earrings. A lot of florals, a lot of fun colors happening in this one. And also a Mandarin garnet in the rose gold. It is in a ring, but it is in a rather designer ring, as you know, it's not a mounting you would see typically out there or anywhere. There's definitely something, a little bit of an extra charm to it, I would say. So definitely look out for that one. And Mahenge pink Spinel earrings. I do have cushion cuts in these designer earrings. So again, perfectly matching stones. Definitely, you know me, I kind of talk about it every week at this point. Really hard to get perfectly matching stones, not only in terms of color, but also in the cutting and of course the dimensions. So earrings, you know, any sort of earrings that I see nowadays, I'm like just trying to imagine all of the work that has to be put into matching those two stones perfectly together. So that is also coming up. And also have a large Sperrylite garnet in a lady's ring. I'll give you a little bit of a spoiler, but I remember when this piece was $69.99, and it has dropped quite a bit under that, and I would like to share it with you next. So call me on this one, 1777. Again, this definitely really doesn't look like a carat 44, looks way larger than that. So call me on this one and let me know, and we will move right along into this fabulous stone. This is item number 8118. It is our Sperrylite garnet in the lady's ring. And talking about matching stones, those are two perfectly matching cushion yellow diamonds in the sides there. So kind of a very unique take on a 3-stone style mixed with, you know, a single halo. Definitely a very unique piece. You know, Sperrylite garnets, we don't typically get to, you know, see them every single day. And looks like it hasn't been here either. So I've just been admiring it secretly behind the scenes. So I'm glad that this is here today, just giving a little bit of a clean. As you know, any pieces you see here, fingerprints are not included. So that's a lot better. Love this stone. Looks like you've trapped some of these the sun inside of it, and again, not those, you know, not the red garnet that we typically see, and not quite the Mandarin garnet. I would say it's like a perfect mixture of the two. 14 karat yellow gold only on this one, and the center stone by itself. Oh my gosh, it's Joanne. Hello on a Friday. Joanne, should you be the one who's up here? Welcome, Joanne. Joanne is here. It's been a while since I've seen her on a Friday, so glad that she's here. Add more fun to the party that we're having this Friday evening. But yeah, this center stone by itself is a 1418. So again, not a small ring, not a small stone at all. I know it's just, you know, oh, it's just a single halo and, you know, some diamonds on the side, but definitely not a small piece. So if you're, you know, oh, it's a nice stone, I'd maybe like to have it, but I don't wear large rings. I'll try to work on something for you, but definitely, you know, don't grab this if you're not a fan of the larger stones. And 80 points of the cushion yellow diamonds on either side. So again, impressive diamond weight right there as well at 40 points per stone. You know, these, you know, considering that the center stone is a 1418, and just looking at the size of the yellow diamond in comparison, in proportion to the center stone itself. So honestly, if you wanted to take this ring, just take it apart, you know, keep the center stones, sell off those two yellow diamonds, and, you know, do whatever you will with the rest. you will definitely be very happy with where this piece is going. And of course, talking about the diamonds, we can't forget 74 points of the round white diamonds, that is completing the halo, if you will. And really love how it's like we could have easily just done a single halo, but you know, the Sperrylite garnet, I would say, really combines the fiery reds with the Mandarin garnet oranges, and really just combining the reds and the yellow diamonds to make the oranges. This is, again, you know, a little bit of color theory here, but just really love how, you know, we didn't just go with a single halo. We decided to, you know, stick some very important yellow diamonds on either side of this piece. And if we were to go way back in time to where this piece started at $12,999. Again, a large number at $12,999. And I did mention I've seen it here for $69.99, so that's already essentially half off towards $69.99. And when I saw it today and sitting in my box, I was like, do they mean to put a number in front of this price? Because again, this is not a small piece. Those are not small yellow diamonds, and but you know, here it is. We're gonna go with it. You know, no one's looking, am I right? And oh, before I forget, you really gotta see, you know, there's one of the yellow diamonds. The intensity of that stone is also casting a glow on the wheel there. The backside of this piece is easily just as impressive, as you can see. No direct light pointed at the center stone, but you can really see a lot of those intense fiery orangish glows still happening, and really reminds me of a fire opal, but again, not a fire opal. I would say the stone itself is probably even more intense than any fire opal that I've seen. Again, we don't typically have Sperrylite garnets here, so can't really compare it. But again, a really beautiful stone. And this is what it looks like from the other side as well. So again, the other half to those perfectly matching yellow diamonds. And again, what I love about this mounting too is if you just wanted to get this piece and just have it sitting in your collection, this is a very lovely mounting to just have this stone in. It's almost like a picture frame for the stone itself. You know, instead of just having a stone sitting awkwardly on the, you know, the countertop or the table, and you know, instead it's beautifully propped up in this fabulous arrangement of white and yellow diamonds, as well as the 14-karat yellow gold. $69.99. This price no longer is going to be, or even $5,000 or even $4,999 on a piece like this. And again, I would love to try this on. This is a larger stone, so I would recommend it perhaps on the middle finger. So again, you can really see it's like fireworks going off inside of the stone itself. It's such a lovely piece. Like, it's definitely an eye catcher. And I would almost go so far as to say you really got to play around with, like, you know, different light sources on this one. Just like play with the intensity of the light, just see and really appreciate all that the stone has to offer. And love, again, how the yellow diamonds on the side, they really just perfectly border everything. So, you know, when your hand is like this, hopefully you're not just, you know, doing this. But as you're, you know, moving around, again, those yellow diamonds will also, you know, be showing off, and love how they just end right where your fingers meet. So again, this is really what you truly see, and it is such a beautiful piece, and not even going to be $49.99 on this one. And oh, before I forget, this is what it looks like from the side. So again, keep in mind it is a larger center stone. It is a 1418. So there is a basket to accommodate for this stone, so just keep that in mind. Again, not uncomfortable to wear, still true to size on this one, but just look at that center stone. It is so intense, and it is not going to be $49.99. Let us go up close and take one more look at it. I know it's, you know, brand new to you guys here today, but I've seen this piece, you know, I've been admiring it, I guess, secretly. But happy that this is here, that I get to share it with everyone. And, you know, despite being brand new, let's just do this one. Very first caller can have it. $3,999. So again, saving you another instant $1,000 off on this one. You know, that doesn't mean that the stone goes on and it just, you know, doesn't show as much of its, you know, intense colors. You are getting this entire piece, and again, keep in mind those two very impressive yellow diamonds on either side. You know, 80 points total. $39.99 for this one. And again, if you wanted to just get this piece, take it apart, you know, sell off those yellow diamonds and, you know, melt the gold, keep the stone and do whatever you will, you know, donate the center stone perhaps, be my guest. But this entire piece is here, and it honestly should not be $39.99. I again say there's probably a number missing in front of that 3 right there, but here it is. New this evening, $3,999 to the very first caller on this one. And I do know we have a gentleman's ring with a stone very similar to this, so if you wanted to see that, if any guys are watching today and you want to see perhaps a gent's ring, we do have one. Not exactly sure about the caraway on the center there, but in terms of the center stone size, I would say it's pretty close. So again, if you want to see that, just give me a call and we can definitely do our best to locate it in the back here today. And speaking of large stones, I do have a 328 Aquamarine. However, I also have a 2594 Aquamarine. So again, if you think maybe the 328 is a pretty large stone, well, sad to say I actually do have the largest Aquamarine in a ring. So if you are interested in seeing that, it is definitely super impressive. So that will also be coming right up. And let's go to that cat's eye indicolite. I feel like it's been a while since we've had one. This is one of the smaller ones that we've had. So again, going from larger stones to the smaller ones. But again, you know, I've been here for a little over 3 years at this point, and this year is the first time that I've actually, you know, seen or even heard of a cat's eye indicolite. So item number is 1169 on this one. Love how this color is just so open. You know, some of the other stones, I'd say the color can get a little bit darker, but it's not dark to the point where you can't tell that it's an indicolite. This is, again, I was looking at this piece today, and the first words that came into my mind in terms of the color was blue raspberry. So, you know, like those fruit gushers. The blue raspberry is, you know, the color that I can think of that really the closest comparison that I could make for this one. But this is our carat 52 center stone, and very much like the other stones that we've had here, love how there's almost like a dual cat's eye effect going or shining through this stone. As you can see, one is definitely more of those almost like a royal blue color, and the other one definitely has a little bit more of like the touch of a Paraiba color. So again, super unique stone. If you have, you know, heard of this stone here and there, can really see what it's about, but don't really want to, you know, go for one of the big boys just yet. If you want to just try it out, this is definitely a stone that you can consider. And 88 points of the diamonds as well, so all of the diamonds in the double halo there and on the band as well. This is actually currently in the yellow gold, so interesting choice there. But if you, again, are not a fan of the yellow gold or want to go with the white gold, we can always do that for you. And this piece was supposed to be $49.99. And again, this is a rather new stone to our TVON family here. Has been super popular since we brought them, so I'm always glad whenever I see another, you know, plan for an evening, as you know, this is truly a unique stone, and I'm glad to be able to share it with everyone here. $49.99 it is not going to be, or even $2,999 here today. Again, if you want to kick off your cat's eye indicolite collection, this is one of these smaller stones that we have. But if you already maybe have one, we can always go check in the back. Again, I love the consistency of all of our cat's eye indicolites. So again, you won't be like, oh, maybe it won't have as strong of a cat's eye effect. Nah, it'll all be there. And this is also the cat's eye stones. Also keep in mind they are a cabochon cut, so it is flat on the bottom and it is domed at the front. And again, love the subtle layering of the halos so that, you know, they don't blend in together and you can't really distinguish which halo starts and which halo ends. Lovely basket as well. Of course, diamonds going down the band there. And this is what it looks like from the back side. And again, not going to be $29.99 on a piece like this. Fabulous stone. And if you want something larger or want something in a different style, again, we have a few remaining from the parcel, so give us a quick call. But if you'd like to pick this one up, call now because it will be $1,999 to the very first caller on this one. And again, I forgot to try it on. Let's try it on. So, fabulous stone, definitely a conversation starter, as you know. I've been here for over 3 years at this point, and this is like the first time I've even heard of this stone, so I don't know how many people out there even, you know a stone like this exists. So $19.99, and again, that cat's eye effect, that's beautiful as ever. Love all of those diamonds as well. Really provides a stark contrast between, you know, the different shines. You know, the cat's eye, the cabochon cutting has its own different kind of like polish, its own like shine, as you know, compared to the diamonds as we were so used to. So it's almost like having your own little cat's eye nestled in a sea of brilliant white diamonds. So $19.99 on this one. This is what it looks like from the side as well. So again, just keep in mind it is a cabochon cutting for our cat's eye indicolites, and it is a fabulous piece through and through. Definitely daily wearable. It is not an overwhelming stone. But if you do want an overwhelming stone, I'm sure we do have a few in the back side there. But in the meantime, this one is here, $19.99 for the very first caller. And again, if you're not a fan of the yellow gold, you don't see as much of the yellow gold here anyways. But again, if you just want peace of mind, just really want white gold or the rose gold, we can do that for you, no problem at all. But it is here, $19.99, the one and only cat's eye indicolite that I have here today. And again, very much like the Imperial topaz that we had at the very beginning, got one parcel. Once that parcel is gone, again, we can do our best, but with where prices and everything are going, you might be paying $49.99 for a piece like this in the future. So just keep in mind, grab it while you can. And we will move along, as I do have, as usual, a black opal that I have here to share with everyone. This is one of the ones with the dark base colors. So again, a couple of weeks ago, I did have a pendant, beautiful pendant, has since found its loving home. And I'm glad to say I do have another one. Not the same coloring or patterning, but it is still a very intriguing stone nonetheless. So let me know on this one, and we will move right along into our black opal here today. Yeah, so this is item number 1120749. This is our black opal. It is in the bridge mounting that we so know and love. And if you know our bridge mountings, we always put like very important stones in mountings like this. This one I would recommend leaving it in the yellow gold, as there is quite a lot going on inside of, you know, the stone. And, you know, for opals, it's like, it's a single stone, but with all the colors that are happening throughout, it's almost like you get, you know, like a 2-in-1 or a 3-in-1, like you're technically paying for one stone, but it has the look of like 3 or even more. So again, opals, my favorite stones, and I'm glad that I have this one here to share with everyone. It is a carat 10 in the center, and of course carat 11 of the diamond. So one of our I would say this is the medium-sized bridge mounting. But yellow gold, I would definitely keep it like it is. Again, if you wanted to change it, no problem at all. This was supposed to be $4,999 considering. And I know I said that a stone like this is like getting a 2-in-1. As you can see, definitely a lot of those deep blues in the base colors, and also those fiery reds, which one of the rarest colors that you would want to see in an opal. This one is just plentiful with those intense reds. And you can probably see there are some, rather neon greens trying to come through here. Well, if you are more of a fan of green, I am glad to say that when you pick this piece up, and have it on your hand, unfortunately I don't have a camera that I can show you from like the top down view, but when I pick this ring up to put on the wheel, the stone itself, all of those reds that you see there just instantly changed to the most neon green colors that you could imagine. So again, opals, you really gotta, play around with it in person. They are truly one of the most beautiful stones that I have seen. A wide variety, definitely. It's not just a one and done in terms of, collecting it. It's like you see it, you can't live without it. Opals can't duplicate them either. Once it's gone, it's gone. I can't, knock on the earth and be like, hey, Mother Nature, can you make another one? Once this one is gone, it is gone. And it is not going to be $49.99, $39.99, or even $2,999. And again, this is what it looks like. So again, continuing with all of those red flashes. From this angle, you can kind of see a little bit more of the greens trying to come through, but you really got to see it in person for it to, truly appreciate it. I can try my best to angle it, but even there you can see a lot of the greens trying to come through, but unfortunately, I can't show it to you, but once I pick it up and, it's not in the camera shot, it actually does turn green. So again, a piece that you really got to appreciate in person. Not going to be even $2,599 on a piece like this. And this is what it looks like from the backside. So in case you are new to our bridge mountings, this is one of our most popular mountings, the bridge. As you can see there, double row of diamonds going underneath the stone right there, continuing through the underside. And this is what it looks like from the backside. So what's going to be sitting on your hand is primarily that double row of diamonds, kind of acting like its own little band ring. That's what's going to be resting on your hand, and of course the backside of the ring as well. Back to the other side we go, and not even going to be $25.99. And again, keep in mind, reds, you really want to see reds in any black opal. Again, that is one of the most important colors you could ask for, so I'm glad that this one has plenty of it. Almost fighting with the blue base color even, I would say. So not going to be $25.99. If you would like this, call me now, because very first caller can grab it. $2,499, and this entire piece will be yours. And again, carat 10 of the center stone and carat 11 of the diamond weight. So over a carat of diamonds in a piece like this, again, that halo around the center stone is not to be, overlooked. It is an absolutely perfect way to frame such an important stone like this. And let me also pick it up, put it on the hand, see as it turns green, but unfortunately I can't show it to you turning green. So you really have to see it in person, and this is a fabulous piece. Own it today for $24.99, and it'll be yours. And it's kind of like a cabochon cut too, where the bottom side is flat, and it kind of has, it's not a cabochon exactly, but it's not like those usual faceted stones that we're so used to seeing. But again, this is just what it looks like from the side. So you can see the bridge, the double row of diamonds going through the underside of this piece. And again, keep in mind, over a carat of diamonds on this one. So again, not a teeny tiny little ring. It's like, oh, just another bridge mounting. Again, carat 11 of diamonds, carat 10 center. So definitely a very important piece. Intense red flashes on this one. lovely dark base color to really make the colors that do come through really pop and, you know, just shine bright in your face. So $24.99 on this one. Let's go back up close as I see the stone turn green once again. And back to the reds here. So call me on this one, $24.99. And, you know, again, super collectible stone. If you already have one, I doubt it looks like this. So, you know, if you also want to grab this one and just expand your opal collection. If not, it'll be going back into my own personal opal collection that I have here at TVON. But yeah, $24.99 on this one. I do have a crystal opal in a pendant that I mentioned earlier. So if you already have enough rings, you're like, enough with the rings, I want a pendant. I do have a crystal opal in a pendant. Also has its fair share of intense colorful flashes. So if you want to see that, just call me and let me know. Had a merengue pink spinel in a dome style ring earlier. Glad to say I do have actually a pear-shaped Merlani mint garnet in a similarly domed style. So again, Merlani mints, super popular when we first brought them here. And I'm glad to say that we do have one here this evening, brand new markdown as well. I have a morganite. And I thought it was a pink diamond, but it's a morganite. Okay, so I have a morganite here today as well. Okay, that's very impressive. All right, so if you want to see anything that I just mentioned, call us quickly. Also have a super designer yellow diamond necklace. So it does come with a chain. Has a very interesting, fabulous center stone on it, but definitely a very interesting design in terms of the overall shape. So that will also be coming up. So again, any of these pieces that we've had here today that if you want another look at, I will probably do a mini little recap here. So in case you're just tuning in with us, we did have an Imperial topaz at the very start of the show. I know it's unusual to see or start a show with an Imperial topaz, but here we are. So just recapping several pieces from the very beginning of the show, or I guess the very first hour of the show. But on the left there we had our Imperial topaz, and again, if you're not a fan of the rose gold, we can always switch it out for you. And in the center we have the black opal that we just had up there. And last but not least, the one merengue pink spinel that just gives me a very large question mark in my head, as this is a carat 44, supposedly. Definitely looks larger than that, and this one is here 1777. So again, if you're getting a stone that's larger than a carat 44, I hope you're not going to be mad about that. But again, that's something here. Let me try it on again, because this stone says carat 44. Look at it. Does this look like a carat 44 to anyone out there? Again, we have 2 carats, we have 3 carat stones, and this one definitely, yeah. So let me know on this one, 1777, and this one also, even though this price probably wrong, carat weight also probably wrong. We'll do a gold color change if you really want to. Again, with a stone like this, I would just, you know, maximize the contrast with leaving it in the white gold. I would just do the sizing for you. But again, look at those hot pink flashes coming through from within the stone. Again, a fabulous piece to own, and I would say definitely daily wearable. Look at the side too. So it's primarily lower on the hand, and 1777 on this one. And let us go back up close for another look at what we have here. Also had a cat's eye indicolite, so in case if you missed that, we did have one earlier here today, and I would also love to try on this Imperial topaz one more time. Again, this is kind of like having several looks combined into one. So this was 1634, yes. The one on the wheel right now. or yeah, the one, yeah, the bridge. I would recommend leaving it in the yellow gold, but if you really want to change it, we can do so. White or rose gold too. So it looks like we have some questions. But yeah, this one was our Imperial topaz. Not the typical, you know, goldeny orange color that we're so used to. This one definitely has like a drop of those strawberry reds in it. So again, if you're not a fan of the rose gold, we can always switch it out for you. I would actually recommend you go in the direction of the white gold. But again, loving how it has the look of several combined looks. So it has, you know, that the single halo that we so know and love in the center there. And again, from the side, you can really see how it just curves ever so slightly. Really reminds me of the saddle ring that we have here. And then on the outside, those lovely, I actually don't know what to call it. My mind keeps going to like wonder rings, but you can kind of see there what I mean by the shapes of how the diamonds are set. Really reminds me of the wonder ring. So again, this is truly like multiple rings, multiple designs, just combined into one piece for $19.99. So again, let me know on this one. A fabulous stone. Definitely, if you don't have it in your collection, I would seriously consider it, as again, one parcel, once that parcel is gone, it is gone forever. And you know, we can always try, but nothing is guaranteed, especially not at this price. So $19.99 on this one. And let us go back up close. And if you again need to see the back side of any of these pieces, always happy to do so. And I actually love how we have the 3 different gold colors, white, yellow, and rose, to kind of show off here today. So, you know, rose gold, again, not typically an option that we get to see that often here, but always happy to have it in case, you know, one day you're ever, you know, curious about it and, you know, want to consider getting a piece in the rose gold, like our tanzanites, for example. Actually, tanzanite is the first stone that I can think of when, you know, if you're ever confused about which gold color to get. Tanzanites, I think, work well with the white, yellow, or even the rose gold. So again, that is something that we have here that we offer. So thank you for joining me in our first hour. 2 more hours remain, and again, requests are welcome. Again, if you're, you know, on the go, you know, it is a long weekend, but you want to have a request ready for maybe tomorrow or Sunday or whenever, perfectly fine. Just call us and we can get it ready for you, and then we'll just wait for your call whenever you are ready to see it, whether it's, you know, tomorrow, Sunday, whenever again. So black opal is gone. So thank you very much. And again, if you maybe were thinking about that black opal, we can see what we might have. Again, I'm pretty well acquainted with our black opals, as they are my favorite stone. So we can always check what we might have in the back. And again, any other requests are welcome. And again, thank you for joining me so far today. If you're just tuning in, we have several fabulous pieces remaining from the first hour, including Cat's Eye indicolite, one of our smaller stones. But if you want to go larger, we do have some ready in the back. And I did mention in the first hour we have Paraibas here today. This is just one of them. This is the larger of the 2 that I have here today. It is a pear shape, and just look at that saturation and neon color of the center stone. So super excited to be getting to that. Again, I have 2 here today, so kind of impressive. So let's get right back to it, because our black opal is gone, but our 2 still remain. So thank you so much on whoever picked up that black opal here. It is gone. So we do have our questionable, in a good way, of Mahenge pink spinel. Again, that center stone definitely does not look like a carat 44, but we're just going to roll with it for now. So let me know on either of these 2, or if you've maybe, you know, scrolling back to see what we've had in the first hour, have something else you want to take another look at. Also perfectly fine, no problem at all. So let me know on either of these 2, and we will go into this fabulous Paraiba, the first of the 2 that I have here today. And again, this is the larger of the 2 that I have. Fabulous pear shape on this one. Item number is 1120686. And I am going to make it a tradition here, but I'm going to zoom all the way into this piece and just really get acquainted with the stone. As you know, this is not a stone that you just, grab and go. This is really something that you have to seriously consider, and I just really want you to get well acquainted if you are, if this stone does, catch your eye. I really want you to see it up close and personal. And again, this color, this neon color is fabulous. Sitting in a, not so well lit room, this stone is like its own little light source. And again, a fabulous piece. 18 karat white gold actually on this one. So, upping the gold purity on this one, very important stone on this one. Again, it is not, 100% clean, as you do see some inclusions in here. But again, as I zoom out, just really see and just really look at this piece, and it does not at all mess with how bright and how much life is in a stone like this. So take a look at it. Beautiful. That color, that saturation, fabulous. Love to see it. Love also that interesting halo that is happening here. So love that halo. Center stone is actually a 252 pear shape. Just a little bit over 2.5 carats. So again, a pretty decently sized stone. And for that decently sized stone, we have some decently sized diamonds. Speaking of the diamonds, we do have 66 points of the heart shape. So at the very bottom here, it's almost like we took the ring and just kind of dipped it into its own little pool of heart-shaped white diamonds. So very nice, very subtle touch to the overall look of this piece. We could have easily just, kept it as a typical, regular, round white diamond halo, but really loving the extra touch here, and again, loving those heart shapes. Doesn't, scream in your face, look at me, heart shapes. But if you're, not one for heart shapes, this is definitely it's a nice way to go about with it, but still having those stones in a piece like this. And of course, moving on from the hearts, we do have 52 points of the round white diamonds. And actually, instead of just, having the round diamonds just there, love how we actually went ahead and added some extra gold around the outside edge to kind of continue and mix with the heart-shaped look. So it's not so like glaringly obvious. It kind of just smoothly blends into each other. And again, this overall piece just so beautiful. Again, the neon color of the Paraiba, again, with the prices that are, skyrocketing with a stone like this. Last week I mentioned like our larger blue sapphires, aside from the one I had, they're all taken apart. They're all sitting in the private collection as we speak. Like they are not leaving there anytime soon. So pieces like this, you really have to, I understand you take some time to think about it, ask your questions, but you really got to, make those decisions, because, blue sapphire is not a stone that I would have, thought that, would be the ones to be taken apart, but here we are. So I'm afraid the Paraibas are going to be next, but if you like this one or even love it, I'm glad to say it is not going to be $39,999 on this one. And again, if you know what's been happening with the Paraiba prices, there's a reason why, past couple of weeks, past couple of months, we've been seeing less and less of them. It's because they should probably be, hovering around this $40,000 price range. But I'm glad to say that this one is not going to be sitting up there, even though it very well deserves to be. But if you would like a Paraiba, if you've had one on your radar, again, we've had quite a few of them go out the door. That fabulous oval, I will never forget it, in the bridge mounting, did go to its loving forever home. So again, stones like this, very impressive. Again, if it's like washed out, if it's like heavily included, doesn't look great, I'm not going to bring it out. I'm like, melt that instead. But this one is here. It is not going to be $39,999, or even save you another $10,000, $29,999. It is also not going to be. Again, 18 karat white gold on this one. Even from the side, that stone is just as intense and as neon as you can imagine. And this is what it looks like from the back side. So again, Overall, the style, I could technically classify it as a single halo, but just know that there is so much more happening in that halo. And of course, all of that 18 karat white gold there, like just look at the band itself. And again, the top side of the band is white gold, is just reflecting the studio, so it might look like, you know, black onyx or whatever, but it is all gold and true to size on this one. Again, definitely, if you want to wear it, definitely wearable. If you want to just, you know, have it on display, perfect mounting just for that. And again, it's kind of in my shadow right now, but just look at how much more intense those neon flashes are. So again, a very fabulous stone, $252. Again, it says, I mean, it is private collection, but I wouldn't be surprised if it, you know, just disappeared tomorrow and I go, where is this piece? And they're like, oh, we took it apart. It's back in the private collection. I go, oh. So think about a piece like this, not going to be $29,999. Yes, I know, I'm not done yet. This is what it looks like on the hand. So again, overall, a single halo look. From a distance, might just look like a single halo, but if you look at it up close, really looks like we just took the ring, dipped it in some heart-shaped white diamonds. And again, if you're a fan of the heart shapes, I think that's a plus for you, but just look at the intensity and the neon coloring of that stone by itself. And again, there are inclusions in this one, as you saw as I had it up close, but does it interfere with the overall look of a stone like this? It absolutely does not. This is what it looks like from the side as well, so you can see there, not so high off the hand. And again, if you wanted to maybe even stack it with other rings, if you say, all those diamonds, not enough, I want more, I think this is also perfectly doable with that as well. Not going to be $29,999. Let me actually flip it around if you want to see it the other way. I can also do that for you here. So again, some very impressive diamonds as well. A large presence on the hand, and it is not going to be $29,999 here today. Just really want to appreciate this ring from afar, because you saw it when it was on my hand when I was standing in the front there, and you saw how neon, how saturated the center stone is. It's not, you know, some washed out stone, whereas you look at it, you're like, what is that? This is a Paraiba through and through. Truly a very unique color in itself as well. I can't imagine, you know, another stone that might look like this. You know how we have the royal blue sapphires and the tanzanites. If you don't look too closely, you know, the two colors are pretty similar in some aspects and like the base color, but for Paraiba, this is a color you will never forget, and it is not going to be $29,999. If you would like it here today, very first caller can grab it. Let me save you another $10,000 and make this very first caller $19,999 to the very first caller on this one. And again, 18K white gold, please. And of course, that 252 center stone right there. And let me also just zoom all the way back in again. If you really, you know, again, this is not a small, you know, ring to just take a look at, like, oh yeah, I like it, I'll take it. I really want to show you the center stone up close and personal, and just really get well acquainted with this stone, because once you have this at home, you will not be sending it back. You will love this. This will be like the best piece that you will own in your collection. This is our 252 pear-shaped Paraiba right here, and again, just really getting you well acquainted with the center stone that you are about to own, and of course those impressive diamonds as well, as sparkly and as brilliant and as bright. But really just focus on that center stone. Again, feel free to take your screenshots. Pictures are allowed here in this museum gallery here. So again, a very fantastic stone. That neon color is not to be, you're not going to forget it. And again, write down those item numbers if you have any questions. Just love this piece, love this stone, and love the design as well. $19,999 on this one. And we'll just zoom right back out for one last look at it from this angle. And call me on this, $19,999 on this one. And you know, if you want something smaller, I do have a 202, so a little bit different price on this one, but let me just do a quick little flash. So if you maybe want this one instead or have a more interest in this one, again, super designer mounting as well. And again, that neon color does not disappoint at all. So again, these are the two that I have here today. If you maybe want to take a quick look at the oval, I guess this is kind of like a preview of sorts as it is blurry. But if you want to, you know, all the info on this one is here as well. This is our 202. So oval is our 202 and this is our 252. Just letting you guys know that we do have two Paraiba options here today. I know, crazy, right? So call me on this one. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll be happy to answer them. And we will go from there. So again, I did mention we did have a few bracelets. I do have a link style bracelet as well as one with cornflower blues. So I guess we can maybe show the cornflower blues just to really see the wide variety of colors of different stones that are, you know, created from the earth herself. So let me know on this one. Again, write down those item numbers. Again, I don't think this is a piece that we will soon forget, but always helpful to, you know, call us with item numbers as well. And again, let me know on the Imperial topaz from the very beginning of the show. Again, if the rose gold is what's driving you away, we can always switch that one out. And of course, the large Sperrylite garnet in the lady's ring with those rather impressive yellow diamonds on either side. So again, just some heads up that several pieces do still remain from the first portion of our show here today. And before we get to that bracelet, actually, taking a little mini detour, I just want to show or flash this on the hand really quickly. This is the largest aquamarine that we have in a ring. So just a quick little sneak peek here. So yeah, Tony likes this one, and I'm pretty sure at least several of you guys out there like this one too. This is the largest aquamarine that we have in a ring. So definitely a collector's piece. If you're interested in this one, please call me and let me know. And I'll be more than happy to show it up close. But again, just look at the pure size of the center stone itself. It's got some nice kite cut diamonds on either side here. So definitely, if you're interested in it, let me know. I will have it on the ready. But again, just wanted to do a quick little flash and just to let everyone know that this is here. So let's go back to our wheel. One last look at the Paraiba. And we will move right along. So again, any requests are welcome. If you maybe already have a Paraiba in mind, want another look at it, or an up close look at it, again, call us and we can always check whether or not it's still here. As again, pieces do go after the fact, before the fact. So again, we never know who's out there thinking about the same pieces. So if you know, are set on a piece, it's always best to call in as soon as possible to grab it before it is gone. As again, similar to opals, Paraibas, don't expect me to find another one of this color, clarity, intensity. So moving along, let me actually start with this one on the hand. This is going to be item number 6308. So again, we just kind of talked about the different blues that are in this gemstone world. This is our Cornflower blue sapphire, all set in a bracelet, 6 stones total weight, or not total weight, 6 stones total. White gold only on this one, however, so hopefully that is okay. 14K though, and 358 of all of these stones combined together. I really love how, you know, it's not, you know, oh, maybe it looks like a little bit of an off color royal blue sapphire, just calling it a cornflower. This is cornflower through and through, and imagine matching 2 of these stones for a pair of earrings, and then imagine matching a few more of these stones for a bracelet, because this is just so impressive in the fact that we have all of these stones in kind of like its own little mini collection, just waiting to be, you know, waiting for you to take it home and to wear it and enjoy it. 30 points of the diamonds as well. This is our 7-inch bracelet, so it will fit anywhere from a 6.5 to a 7.5-inch wrist. So just keep that in mind. If you need any extensions done, just talk to our operators and we can help you out on that. This entire bracelet was supposed to be $49.99, and I am glad to say that it is no longer $49.99, as you could probably easily take apart this piece, all of those stones, and you know you can do with those stones. And $49.99, $29.99, $24.99, not going to be, or even $1,999 on this one. And again, I started with this one on the hand from a distance away, and you can just really see how visible each of the stones are, how impressive each of the stones are. Just wait till we go up close. But again, definitely a noticeable presence on the hand that I can really appreciate. White gold to keep the maximum contrast between the cornflower blues and the rest of this bracelet here today. But it is not going to be $19.99 either. Let us actually go up close so you can really appreciate every single stone here. So again, Paraiba still hanging out, call me on this one. This is our bracelet up close and personal, and of course need to do some zooming back, but it is not going to be $19.99 either. If you would like this entire bracelet, again, white gold only please. This is what it looks like looking directly into the stones here. Love how we have the little bow tie design separating each stone there with its own little diamond bezel set into the center. So again, with the gold and the diamonds, they have their own, different but lovely way of reflecting the light. As you know, with the diamonds, it's more of like a brilliant flash, and then with the gold, it's more of like a cool shine. So very nice to see, the combination of the two. And if you would like this one, very first caller can grab it. $1,777 on this one. And again, look at all of those perfectly matching cornflower blue sapphires right there. And if you're, if you already have a ring, earrings, pendant, and just missing a bracelet, this one is here for you today. $17.77 on this one. White gold only, please. And also, this is what it looks like from the back side. So again, has its own little, I would say designer basket almost, considering how each piece is connected with the bow tie, but definitely a very impressive gold weight as it is a bracelet. But again, fabulous matching stones on this one. $17.77 to the very first caller. It is an entire bracelet here. So, and again, if you maybe wanted to consider it as like a gifting option, that is also doable. And you can see in the back there, you just insert it so that the bracelet closes, and you have 2 figure-8 safeties to make sure that the bracelet is extra secure. And $17.77 makes it yours. But in case you want all diamonds in your bracelet, I do have a link design, so that will be also coming up shortly. And also aqua pendant. I had shown it a couple of weeks ago at this point. Has those princess cut white diamonds. I'm glad to say it is back here, and it is back with an extra discount. So some very important pieces again here and there, and again that very large aqua ring if you would like it. That one is also here. Also have a diamond band ring. Has 3 stones bezel set into the centers, and it has each bezel set diamond has its own little halo, so definitely expanding the 3 stone style look here. So if you're interested in seeing that, it is a carat in diamonds and definitely has a lot more than diamonds going on in that piece. So if you would like to see that earlier, just let me know. Yellow diamond pendants, yellow diamond necklaces also still here, and of course that fabulous 373 Colombian emerald certified. Don't typically get to see that many certified Colombian emeralds. That one is also coming up, so definitely taking a trip to the museum here today. Did mention a critter ring. Again, I'm not sure if this, I feel kind of silly calling this piece a critter, but it is, I want to say it's a crocodile, Alligator. Gonna start a fight in the phone bank again, but this little guy is coming up next, so let me know on this bracelet. And moving right along, we do have this fun little piece right here. Again, love the design in it. It will hug your finger. That is how the design is meant to be. Again, a cute little design. Item number is 1260. Actually love how they did not go with the typical colors that we would see on this alligator, crocogator. I like that, crocogator. We will call it that. So I love how they didn't go ahead with, you know, the typical colors that we would see. And they, you know, overall, this piece I would say is a very fun piece to have. It's not something that you'll just walk into whichever jewelry store and just see it sitting on display. But I just, again, love how they just changed it up, made the color palette also super fun, super vibrant, super interesting to look at. Does not hurt the eye when you're looking at it. Again, the blues and the yellows I think work perfectly together, and just the subtle touch of the red ruby and also of the green sapphires in the eyes is just, again, a very fun piece. Definitely not for everyone, but it does not, you know, it's not annoying to look at. It is definitely a very fun piece. And whenever I see a piece like this, my very first instinct is just, I just want to try it on. I just want to have it on my hand and see and just have fun with it. So 18 karat white gold on this one. Again, love how it's just going to be wrapped around your finger. Just really, again, makes me want to just pick up the piece and just put it on my hand and just ooh and ah at it. And again, not a small ring either. So, you know, if you're not a fan of larger style rings, just keep in mind this is a larger style rings. And this was supposed to be $49.99. And again, we are not going to be doing that, considering, you know, the invisibly set sapphires that are happening in the body of this crocogator. If you know anything about invisibly set stones, they take like twice or even 3 times as long to set as opposed to, you know, prong set stones. So just keep that in mind. Very, you know, intense piece in terms of, you know, matching all the stones, you know, even creating the model of this mounting, and also, of course, setting the stones one by one. This is, again, a very beautifully put together piece. Not going to be $49.99, $39.99, or even $2,999 on this one. And in case you're interested, this is what it looks like in the back side. So again, has a, I guess, a custom under gallery, I guess you could call it that. And again, very comfortable to wear on the hand. Love how it has this little toes. I don't know if, do they have toes or fingers? I don't know, but it's just going to be a very fun piece to own. Again, I would definitely say conversation starter. I don't know if people, I don't know if you guys, you know, name your pieces, but I would definitely probably name this little guy. Again, love the bezel finishing on the eyes there, and also in that pear-shaped ruby on the forehead there. And all that talk, and I forgot to mention carat weights. 540 of the sapphires, so that's everything there, the yellow sapphires, blue sapphires, green sapphires, and also 10-point pear-shaped ruby right there, you can see. Not going to be $26.99 either. So if you would like this one, call us now quickly, because we are not even going to be doing $26.99 for a piece like this. And take a look at it on the hand, because again, this is not a teeny tiny little piece. This is definitely one that is super impressive. You will definitely have a lot of fun owning this piece. Not going to be $26.99. So if you like it, call us now. And this is what it looks like from the side. So again, definitely a super fun piece. Again, if you see this piece in person, at least my first instinct is to just grab it and put it on my hand and just really admire it from all the different angles. And this is also, again, another look at it from the front. So again, not a teeny tiny little piece at all. Has a lot of detail and work put into a piece like this. Let me also flip it around for a different look at it. As again, it is not a totally symmetrical piece. So if you wanted to wear it this way around, also perfectly doable. And then just have him sitting right there, kind of sunning itself. Don't know if they sun themselves, but not going to be $26.99 or even $2,499 here today. back up close we go. One last look at it, just really admire all of the details. And we'll do this, very first caller can have it. $1,999, and this piece is yours. All of those invisibly set sapphires and all of those vivid, intense yellow sapphires going from the snout to the tip of the tail there. $19.99 on this one. And again, I didn't really mention this, but that's a lot of gold on the backside as well. So again, a very impressive piece. $19.99 on this one. One of our two critters that we have here today. So I do have a seal, sea lion, coming up in a pendant. So if you want to see that as well, I do have it at the ready. But in the meantime, I feel like there's like to really find the perfect angle to really show this piece off, because if you look at it from the front, from the true front, it's like you can kind of really appreciate it, but just from this angle by itself too, you can really just appreciate all of the work that has been put into this piece. So $19.99, and you can grab this piece, and very first caller gets it. And again, if you know, thinking about it but someone else picks it up beforehand, once this one is gone, it is gone forever. So you know, call us quickly on pieces like this, as you never know who else is also thinking about it. And speaking of all of these sapphires that are happening in this one, I did mention a vivid purple, so that will be coming up shortly. Again, that one is certified. It's always nice when we have, you know, a certificate to go along with, you know, any sapphires that we have. And also, I did mention some multicolored sapphire earrings. They are, again, also a rather fun piece to own. Definitely do show up from a far distance away. Maybe I'll just grab one and do a quick little flash of it right here. So these are also brand new, multicolored sapphires in this one. Loving the different combinations of this overall piece. So again, not a small earring by any means, but again, this one is here, brand new, rose gold actually. So if you want to see this one up close and personal, just let me know. Just letting you know that that one is coming up later in today's show if we do get to it. So call me on this one, the Alligator ring, and we will probably move along into an aquamarine, because Joanne is here on a Friday and her birthstone is aqua, so might as well show one, right? I mean, aside from that huge pear shape, I do have a 328 oval. Again, love the saturation of this one as well. So let me know on this one. Again, super designer, super fun piece to have and own. So $19.99 on this one. And we will move right along into our fabulous aquamarine right here. This is item number 9731. This is also a mounting that kind of tricks me sometimes, as you know, typically you'd expect it to be set the same way, but as you can see, how the top portions of the diamonds is set a little bit differently from the ones curving at the bottom. This is our 328 oval Sierra Santa Maria aquamarine. Again, love the saturated color of the stone. You know, I've seen pictures of aquas out there, and you know, the stone doesn't exactly have a lot of color in it, and they're calling it an aquamarine, and I'm like, where? Where is the aqua color in their aquamarine? But you look at this stone, and I don't even need to have the graphics up there, but you will 100% know and believe that this is an aquamarine. It is not some, you know, near colorless stone where it's like, guess this stone. It is an aqua through and through. 64 points of the diamonds as well. So again, a rather simple but very interesting mounting in terms of, again, how the diamonds are set. As you can see here, one side definitely has kind of like a border of gold as opposed to the other side. The other side, I would say it's more truly prong set. This one at the bottom here kind of gives it a little bit of like a channel set look. So again, a very nice subtle touch and detail to a piece like this. And of course, double prongs on this one to really secure your stone into this mounting. However, if you want to change it, white, yellow, or the rose gold for an aqua like this, I would keep it in the white gold just to avoid any, secondary colors from reflecting into the stone and, taking away from the beauty of the center stone itself. So I'm just going to hold it right here so I can really see it and appreciate it. Again, there are definitely some deeper blues happening within this stone, and I typically don't really see that in aquas, so kind of impressive. I would say actually more impressive, but pretty impressive. Center stone right here. And again, leading into the band, we do have kind of like, not quite a wave design, but again, still a very interesting design to look at on the basket. And this is what the stone looks like from the back side as well. So again, as clean as can be, as blue as can be, and true to size on this one. Supposed to be $59.99. That is where this one started at. And again, with a stone of this saturation and color, I believe it should maybe even start a little bit higher than $59.99. But we will start at $59.99 and go down from there. $49, $39, $29.99. Again, that's several $1,000s off already, from $59 to $29.99 on this one. And again, despite being a 328, don't think, oh yeah, that's just a teeny tiny little 5x3 oval. Let's take a look at it on the hand, because this is not going to be $29.99. And again, actually loving how sparkly and bright this stone is as well. And unlike other aquas out there, you see it on the hand and it's not like, oh, that's a really washed out stone. Like, what stone is that? Let's guess what that stone is. And again, no saturation, color correcting happening here. This is truly the beauty and saturation of the aquamarine. Again, not bumping up the color on the screen right here like, hey look, it's an aqua. This is again a stone that once you see it in person, you'll be like, is this for real? So again, keep in mind, once this one is gone as well. This is what it looks like from the side. So again, a band on this, and then a basket, and then your stone. Saturated as can be. Not going to be $29.99 or even $2,499. And again, 328 center stone, that doesn't mean it's a teeny tiny little stone. You can really clearly see it even from a distance away, and how brilliant and sparkly it is as well. Very clean, very soothing to look at. Also not going to be $24.99. If you would like this very first caller can grab it. Let's take off another $100 and make it $2,399 on this fabulous Sierra Santa Maria Aquamarine. And very first caller can grab it. And I did this for you, Joanne. Welcome back to Fridays. I guess you're just stopping by today. Unless you want to come up here, we can do it like how we did it when we first started, where I take the first half and you take the second half, and do a whole smooth transition. But yeah, $23.99 on this one. Very first caller can grab it. And in case you wanted to see the large $25.94 pear shape, I do have that on the side as well. But in the meantime, I'd say grab this one. This one is definitely daily wearable. The other one is absolutely more of collector's material. Actually, if you truly like larger style rings, you could probably wear that one, no problem. But for the other one, I just would recommend it as purely a collector's item. And speaking of some more collector's items, I do have a alexandrite here, that color changing alexandrite. We had a spessartite garnet earlier today, but we actually do have a pear-shaped fire opal, just as fiery and as bright and brilliant. So that is also coming up in today's show. And also have, aside from a fabulous golden pearl pendant with butterflies built into it, we do have a stone that we don't typically see that often. That is a bicolor tourmaline, so that is also coming up. bicolor tourmalines really reminds me of like the setting sun, sunset in the sky. So that will also be coming up again. It is also typically a stone that we see a lot more in larger carat weights. This one I would say is a little bit smaller in terms of the carat weight, but still a large style ring nonetheless. So that will also be coming up shortly, again in the emerald cut on the bicolor tourmaline, and again designer golden pearl pendant with the butterflies. And call me on the Paraiba if you're just tuning in. We did have our 252 pear-shaped Paraiba private collection on that one. Would not be surprised if it disappeared mysteriously after a couple of days, and not to someone's home, but into the private collection again. So again, impressive stones have been, since been going out the door, and I don't expect to see them again. As sad as that may sound, but I do have a pear shape here today. Need another look at it? Be more than happy to bring it back out. And also, speaking of the blues, we did have a turquoise designer ring here today with diamonds on the prong. So something super unique to look at and to hopefully own. And we will move right along into our bicolor tourmaline. Call me on this one. And we will move right along to this one. Large stone, need to zoom back quite a bit. Item number is 8775. The one and the only bicolor tourmaline that I have here today. Again, call me on the aqua. It will be chilling off to the side. And this one is our 1747 emerald cut bicolor tourmaline. Love how the colors just so smoothly transition into one another, and it doesn't, mix together and combines into some funky, murky, weird color. It is, again, a very lovely stone to even just look at and appreciate too. You have your icy greens at the top there, into like a golden color towards the center, and then finally down to the very bottom. Almost like the Imperial topaz that we had at the very beginning of the show. And again, loving the asymmetrical look in the mounting on this one. Again, the top part there, we have 14 karat yellow gold. It is mirror finished gold. As I angle it right there, you can kind of see it is not, black onyx again. It is mirror finished gold, polished to perfection, just reflecting the darkness of the studio. But at the bottom there, we do have our diamonds at 66 points. So again, a very, despite being an emerald cut, unlike the pear shape, this one you can really just, flip it around, wear it however you want, and just have, like, depending on your mood even. This one was supposed to be $99.99. And again, it's a very impressive size stone with the fabulous bicoloring look here. This is again what it looks like from the side. So from this angle you can kind of appreciate the colors a little bit more, as I know emerald cuts, all you see are blinding bright lights shining directly into your eyes, and whoop, what is happening there? So back to the side we go. Here is the basket as well, and then also back into the back, I guess. Again, from this angle, you can really see more of those strawberry reds coming through. And despite being a larger style ring, it is true to size on this one. And this is what it looks like from the other side. Again, the diamonds are asymmetric. Again, 66 points on this one. Does have to stay like it is in the yellow gold, as it was custom made for this stone. No longer $99.99. Drop it down to $5,999, and we are not stopping there. This is what it looks like on the hand. And again, it is a larger style ring, so personally would recommend it on the middle finger, as again, it feels just more comfortable. Doesn't feel like it's going to, feel imbalanced on the hand. I'm going to slightly just angle it down there so you can see again the true colors of the bicolor tourmaline on this one. And again, very much like a piece we had earlier today, just really loving how different diamonds and gold can bring to the overall look. You know, from the sleek, smooth look to it to the shimmery, bright lights of the diamonds as it reflects outwards. Not going to be $59.99 either, or $49, or even $3,999. And again, this is not a teeny tiny little piece again, but it is a fairly impressive stone. Let me actually also flip it around so you can really see it from a different angle. So again, just really loving how, even though it is an emerald cut, it does have some sort of asymmetry in terms of its design, and you can just, again, wear it however you want. It does not change this piece, you know, at all whatsoever. And again, here it is from the side, so there is a basket to accommodate for that 1747 center stone here. Not going to be even $39.99 here today. And again, not a stone that we can have, you know, every single day, but again, always a pleasure and a joy to bring them here to you. And if you would like it, very first caller can grab it, save you another $1,000 off of that price up there right now. Make this one $2,999 to the very first caller. And this very impressive bicolor tourmaline ring will be home to you today. So $29.99 on this one. And again, don't forget all of the gold and diamonds that are happening alongside of this fabulous stone itself. It really reminds me of a sunset. It's really, you know, really makes me relax when I look at it. So again, $29.99 on this one. Yellow gold only, as again, custom made mounting for this stone. And let me know on this one. And again, if you need to see any pieces from earlier this evening, please let me know, and I can also bring it back. And again, Paraiba showed you the larger of the two, the pear shape, but if you wanted to see a close-up look at the oval itself is a 202. So again, if you want to just, you know, make a comparison before you make your final decisions, we are just one call away. Diamond band ring also coming up. Fire opal, designer flower earrings. Plenty of rose gold here today. Always happy to bring that. As you know, rose gold, some places might have it so overly saturated to the point where, you know, you really just, you know, you don't want to even look at it. But our rose gold has been increasingly popular amongst everyone here. They always come back, you know, they always start with a piece in the white gold and then of course get the yellow gold, and even go so far as to venture into the rose gold, love it, and come back for more. So again, just really loving our rose gold too. And again, if you want to try it out too, that's also perfectly fine. You know, I'm always glad that we're able to give you a variety of choices. Joanne, do you want to come up here and finish the show? She's making funny faces at me. But yeah, it's always nice to have these different gold color options when we do have them available, just to really, you know, show you all the choices that you have. And of course, you know, no extra charge, you know, aside from this one has to stay in the yellow gold. But for other pieces like the aqua that we just had, you know, and even though I would recommend it in the white gold, you know, there's no extra charge to change it to the yellow gold or even the rose gold. You know, there's no like, oh yeah, you gotta pay an extra, I don't know, like $200 to change up the entire gold colors. No, we don't do that. We just give you the option here, and then we work with what you give us, and then we hope you are happy by the end of the day. So again, let me know on this fabulous bicolor tourmaline. I actually do have several, well, we did have a invisibly set piece earlier today with the Alligator. I actually do have one with princess cut rubies set into a ring, and in the ring is a lovely heart shape, so will be coming up next. Let me know on this fabulous bicolor tourmaline. Again, not a stone that we get to really see every single day, but let me know on this one. And again, trying to angle it down, so again, that is more, you know, you can see the true colors of the stone better from this angle. So again, with the cool greens into the golden hues and ultimately into those strawberry reds, kind of like a strawberry matcha latte is what this piece reminds me of. And let us move along into this fabulous designer piece. This is item number 1282. This is again invisibly set rubies on this one. 18K white gold. 60 points of the princess cut rubies, 20 points of the baguette and round white diamonds, and yes, baguette and round white diamonds there are on the band. So again, I was very surprised actually. Did not expect to see baguette white diamonds in this piece, but here we are. And again, a piece of this again with the invisibly set stones, and of course the baguette white diamonds, and of course the round white diamonds. This piece was supposed to be $19.99, and it is not going to be $19.99, and it is also going far below $1,000 on this one. So this is what it looks like from behind the piece. Again, lots of gold, very comfortable on the hand on this one. From the back side, you can kind of see, I guess, I don't want to call it a skeleton, but you can see the behind the scenes of the invisibly set setting method, I guess you can say. True to size band on this one, also loving the bezel set effect it has around it. So it's like an outline for the entire heart shape. And I said we're going under $1,000. And no, that does not mean, you know, take $1 off of that and make it $9.99. We are going far below that. So if you would like this one, it is not going to be $9.99. $8.99 or even $799 on this piece. And again, this is what it looks like on the hand. It's a very heart-themed piece. So again, if you love your heart shapes and actually really want to own a piece like this, this is not going to be $777 either. This is what it looks like from the side. So you can kind of see there's a slight curvature to the overall heart shape. So again, not like, you know, they could have easily, you know, set it, you know, flat, like on a single plane, but we decided to, you know, expand on the design and of course make it ever so more difficult for our jewelers here, but making it just have a slight curvature to it. And it's also not going to be $777 on this one here today. If you would like it, call in now because the very first caller can grab it for $699 on this fabulous piece here today. And again, lovely piece. Heart-shaped motif definitely present in this one. Love all of the rubies set in this piece. $699 will get this one home to you. And let me know. And again, with the heart shape, I would definitely say you can play around with, you know, stacking other pieces around it. I would say that is definitely an option with a piece like this, especially with the overall mounting on it. But $699, let me know on this one. Also have yet another stone that we don't see that often. We have Molly garnet. I do have a heart-shaped Molly garnet in a pendant. And something very similar in color, I actually also do have a yellow zircon in a pendant as well. So those two, very similar in terms of the colors. So if you want to see either of those, let me know and I'll bring them up. But in the meantime, this one is here, $699 on that one. And I almost forgot to mention, because I don't have these very often, but I actually do have a wheel here today. First time in quite a while, actually. Can't remember the last time I had a wheel. I do my own little mini recap wheels, but always nice to have a wheel. So that will be coming up next. Again, has an emerald, ruby, purple sapphire, different from the vivid purple that we will be bringing here. And also, surprisingly on this wheel, a star sapphire. So those are several pieces that will be coming up shortly. In the meantime, let me know on this one. did mention a golden pearl pendant. I will start with this one on the hand as it is quite a large pendant. But again, if there's anything that you're rewinding the show, you've seen it, you want another quick look at it, I'll be more than happy to bring those back out here for you today. And up next we have this pendant. It is going to be item number 1110315. And we will start with it on the hand. This here is our golden pearl pendant. Loving the butterfly motif in this one, and very similar to the piece that we just had. This is also 18 karat white gold, and however, this one does have to stay in the 18K white gold. However, with all of the diamonds that are present in this piece, you won't be seeing that much gold anyway, so hope you like diamonds. But as you can see here, 12 millimeter golden pearl in the center here. Again, not a teeny tiny little pearl, 12 millimeters, and 60 points of diamonds throughout this entire piece. Again, detail oriented. And a small little detail that I love about this piece actually, this butterfly at the bottom actually does ever so slightly move. So again, as you're moving along from your day-to-day activities, again, pieces should move with you, shouldn't look kind of awkward, but they should, go with the flow. So again, that's just a nice, again, subtle detail to be noted there. This one, with all of the work that has been put into it, started at $4,999. And again, super impressive pearl, butterflies. Again, butterfly motifs have been ever so popular here. Glad that we are able to continue it in a fabulous design like this one. And again, you see how large those butterflies are? Like compared to my finger like this, I could easily, chop off one of the butterflies and make it into a ring. So that's just, again, another perspective as to how large this piece is. Not going to be $49.99, $39.99, or even $2,999 on a piece like this. Let's actually go to the neckline and then I can show you what it looks like. So again, here we go. A rather large pendant. So again, I'm holding it by the bail right here, and let us go up close and personal for this piece. And again, let me know on this ring right here. And we're going to have to zoom back quite a lot, but this one is not even going to be $2,880 or even $2,777 here today. Again, keep in mind all of the 18K white gold that is happening in this piece, and of course that 12 millimeter golden pearl in the center here. If you wanted to see, this is what it looks like from the other side. So again, that is how they would set the pearl in its own little, like a cup. And then of course all of the butterflies, how it looks like from the back side. Loving the overall shape of this piece as well. It's not like, oh, randomly placed butterflies here and there. I've seen pieces out there, not even like butterflies, but like stones. It looks kind of misplaced, not done with purpose. But a piece like this, you can tell so much thought has been put behind it. If you would like this, we're going even below $27.77 on this one, and again 2¼ inches on this one. If you would like it, we'll make it very first caller can have it. $1,999 on this one, and this entire pendant will go home to you. And again, keep in mind 18 karat white gold on this one. Loving how the antennas of the butterflies are done in mirror finished white gold. Really just adds to the contrast of the piece. Doesn't make the butterflies, blend in with the other diamonds that are happening. And again, that butterfly by the pearl right there kind of acts as like a prong, as in holding the pearl in place. But it doesn't, don't worry, the pearl has its own way of being held in place, but it's just that slight overlap of the pearl as well just really adds to it. It's not just, again, awkwardly spaced, butterflies here and there. Everything is placed with purpose. It is, again, a huge pendant. I'm holding it by the bail right now. So again, if you, wanted to measure any chains that you have in mind, again, just call us with your details and then we can go from there. But $19.99 on this one, and again, 18 karat white gold, a 12 millimeter pearl in the center right there, and $19.99. This piece will go home to you. And I think we need another quick little look at our Paraiba. So I'll just set this on the side right here so you can also see the curvature of the overall piece. Again, it's not just, you know, a flat piece of gold and then we stick some diamonds in it and then, you know, call it a butterfly, call it a day, and then just go from there. But this is an overall a super impressive piece, super designer as well, and $19.99. Let me know on this one. And I think we have to revisit this one. I'm going to be revisiting this one. This is our Paraiba from earlier today. This is item number 0686. Again, as clean as can be, as neon as can be, and out of the private collection. So very important piece on this one, $19,999. Again, out of the private collection. Would not be surprised if it joined our fellow blue sapphires in the private collection. Probably never to be seen again. So again, highly collectible stone. If you have one to just, you know, have for yourself and then maybe get another one to resell, that is also an option. As I know, with a stone of how, you know, how impressive this is, I personally would probably have a really difficult time with, you know, parting with it. But, you know, if you already have one that you already own and love and will keep forever and ever, but maybe want to have another one to, you know, resell out there and, you know, resell it for way more than, you know, $19,999. That is also an option here today, and I already can't believe it, but we are in our very last hour. So again, thank you for joining me so far. My name is Joyce, and I hope you are having a fun and safe Friday, long weekend. I can't believe it, long weekend. So again, thank you for joining me here today. If you have any requests, lines are open. And if you want to revisit any pieces that we've had in the first 2 hours, I have everything right here. So again, call us with item numbers, or if you have a picture of it, can describe it. Carat weight's also helpful, but again, item numbers are the best way to go about with that. Call us. And we still have a lot to get to, so we're gonna waste no more time, and let's go back to the Paraiba, as I also do have, again, the oval that I mentioned earlier. So if anyone wants to see the oval as well, definitely a different mounting, still super designer and impressive nonetheless. I did do a quick little flash of it earlier today, but again, that one is here this evening. A little bit smaller than this one, just 50 points smaller. But again, smaller does not mean, less impressive. Just call me, let me know, and then I can bring it out here. And again, first of all, we haven't seen stones like this, Paraiba, recently. And that original price tag is to blame, but I'm glad that we're able to still provide some Paraibas here before the prices go even higher up. And they disappear completely. So call me on this one. $19,999. And again, bicolor tourmaline, another stone that we don't get to see that often. And also anything from the first 2 hours, you can always call in with an item number, or if you can describe it, you can probably remember it, hopefully. And again, we still have a lot to get to. I do have a very impressive emerald, I did mention. It is certified 373. A single halo of diamonds. However, the halo of diamonds is not, your typical round white diamonds. They are pear-shaped yellow diamonds. You probably know this piece. Again, love it. If it, was not to my standards, which thanks to TVON has been set pretty high, it would not be here, but again, it is here, which means I at least like it. And I hope you will too. So that one is also coming up. Also, the Alexandrite color changing, also here. Again, another collectible stone. Tanzanite pendant, I did mention a seal, but I can't believe that one is here. But the large button style, I say button style with air quotes around it, one of the largest Tanzanite pendants in a round is also back out here to play. All of these pieces are coming up, so again, if you want to see anything sooner, just call me and we can get right to it. But in the meantime, I think I want to go from our private collection Paraiba into the best of the best in Colombian emerald right here. So again, back to back in terms of pieces that definitely belong in a museum. So moving along to our emerald right here, as bright as can be. Tony loves it, and I do too. This one is item number 1110713, and very much like the Paraiba, I'm going to zoom all the way in and hope you can see the stone past all of the glow that is happening from within. So again, this is just a super up close look at the stone, as again, not just something that you just grab and go, as you know, you should put some thought behind pieces like this. And just trying to show you the stone past all of the glow that is happening in this fabulous Colombian emerald right here. And again, you can see lovely halo of the yellow diamond pear shapes surrounding it. Again, a fabulous stone, one of my favorite currently in the inventory here today. 18 karat yellow gold on this one. And again, just trying to keep as still as I can for everyone to really just admire the stone itself. And with that done, let us go a little bit further back so you can appreciate the entire piece for what it is. Love it. 18 karat yellow gold, 373 Colombian emerald right here. And again, this and the Paraiba probably belong in a museum. And I know you probably don't have your own personal museums at home, but this would definitely be the first if you were to ever, you know, open up your own museum. So 373 center stone, carat 57 of diamonds. And again, not your regular, we know it and we love it, round, brilliant cut white diamonds. These are all pear-shaped yellow diamonds, and in addition to the pear shapes, again, touched a little briefly on, you know, the cutting of the stones, but really just loving how, despite being a pear shape, it really adds to the overall look of the piece. As you can see there, towards the point of the pear shape, the color gets so much more intense. It's almost like having an ombre effect from within the stone, and also just giving you truly a unique look from afar. So again, we don't typically see pear-shaped yellow diamonds in a halo. You know, we seldom see them in like earrings. Again, matching. You know, pear shapes, they can, you know, vary ever so slightly in terms of dimensions, and again, with cutting and all that stuff. So again, just imagine matching all of these pear shapes. And again, GRS certified, which I will get to shortly. This piece was supposed to be $29,999. Again, some very large numbers up there. I wish this was $29.99, but unfortunately it is not. So $29,999. We are going to go below that, and I'm just going to be skipping some discounts here. I hope you're okay with that. And we're going below $20,000 on this one. Again, museum worthy stone. Just look at how the stone itself is reflecting into the back of the band. That is just a powerful emerald at work right here. Again, with the glow, it's like the stone is just super impressive. So much life coming through right here. This is what it looks like from the back side. So again, emeralds, you just really got to pick this one up because this is the best, my personal favorite. And 29,000, not going to be, or even $19,999 on a piece like this today. And again, look at that emerald, even from between the basket, all the glow that is coming through, even in that corner right there, like a huge chunk of that vivid glow. Again, we are not going to be stopping at $19,999. Again, loving the pear-shaped halo right here, really giving it, expanding how bright this center stone is. You look like you're going through a quarter-life crisis, Joanne. Oh yeah, she still has school. She has summer school. Fashion. I mean, I've learned a lot from watching you try to sew in the meantime, but very interesting. Don't know if that's for me, but learned a lot. $19,999. We are not. That's true. We're not going to be stopping there either. And let me also try this one on the hand. Again, this is not a teeny tiny little piece. This is super impressive. And again, with the cutting of the center stone, the light just bounces off the facet just like that and just shines bright into your eyes. This is what it looks like from the side, and even right there, still glowing like the perfect emerald that you can possibly own. And this is what it looks like from the side. So again, has a little bit of a basket to hold everything together. Not going to be 19 or 18 or 17 or $16,999. And I know we've moved on from the Paraiba, but I just want to put both of these together. So again, this is like an entire museum collection on your hand right here. So Paraiba right here, emerald right here, two very beautiful pieces. Let us go back up close. Sorry, just had the Paraiba sitting there, just had to try it on again. And this emerald, we are going to do it, if you would like it, very first caller again. Think about it. Have any questions? Let me know. But this one, if you would like to own it, very first caller can have it. $14,999. And this entire piece will be yours. And again, if you want to, take it apart, keep the stone for yourself, and make earrings or a necklace out of those pear-shaped yellow diamonds, be my guest. But again, this is also the cert that will come with this entire piece. So you can see there the cert number, when it was certified. Natural emerald has a little picture right there, so you can always identify it. The carat weight, dimensions, the cut, the shape, the color, green, and insignificant oil in this one. So again, another important fact, it's always great to have this cert to accommodate a very important stone. And again, Colombia is where it is from. So here is the cert once again that will accommodate with or come with this piece if you do decide to pick it up. So again, let's go back to the ring on the wheel. $14,999 on this one. Again, I know some very important pieces here today, but just thought I'd give them yet another look, as they should be getting their fair share of screen time rather than sitting in some dusty old vault. So here these are some of our more important pieces are here, and think about it, ask any questions, write down those item numbers, and we will be more than happy to help you out. And moving along from the museum into our designer studios, we will be visiting those floral earrings next. I quite like these, quite love them as well. So we'll be going to those next. And let me know on this one or anything else that you have seen so far today. Again, several pieces still remain. If you have any requests, those are also welcome. And for this next pair of earrings, I did do a quick little flash of them, but let me actually try one on right now so you can really see it. It is in the rose gold, so do keep that in mind. So let me know on this one, and we will move right along into our earrings. They are item number 1761. So call me on this one, and we'll move along into this fabulous pair of earrings. 14 karat rose gold on this one, so do keep that in mind. Has to stay like it is. Don't worry, you're not getting one earring. I do have the other one in my ear. And item number was 1121761. And this is a beautiful pair of earrings, again, quite large as well. So multicolored sapphires on this one, and again, rose gold only. I actually have one in the ear right now, so maybe we can take a quick little look at it on the ear. So again, not a small stud, but definitely very fun. Definitely a lot of bright, vibrant colors to really appreciate, and definitely a larger look on this one. Very similar to the Alligator. It's a very fun, unique piece, and this is what it looks like. I actually love how from the ear, despite being in the rose gold, you can't really tell it's in the rose gold, but close up you can really see it gives it a bit of more of a warmer hue to the overall look. So definitely, I would say more like a springtime, summertimey look, but again, you can, you know, wear your pieces whenever you want to. But let's go back up close, and again, you are not getting a single earring, you are getting the pair. 320 of the marquise multicolored sapphires in this one, so all of the carat weights are combined. And 59 points of the diamonds. I know with the piece of all this going on in it, hard to I don't remember, but you know, the diamonds, they're usually there, but it's very nice to have a lot going on in a piece like this. And let me just move this one aside. So just showing you that the post itself is towards one side. It is essentially behind one of the petals of the hot pink, I almost said Spinel, sapphires. I know with colors of this intensity, like those pink sapphires really look like Mahenge pink Spinels, but they are pink sapphires. And again, very important diamonds scattered throughout the entire piece. It's like having a little bouquet of flowers on your ear. 3/4 of an inch on this one, and it was $59.99, and we're not going to be leaving it there today. $59.99 it is not going to be. Again, keep in mind this does have to stay like it is in the rose gold. Has an overall very warm hue to it. Really love that about this one. Post and butterfly backings. And again, despite being larger, 3/4 of an inch, they are not heavy whatsoever, so they will not drag and pull on your earlobes. They are super comfortable, lightweight, and you will have fun wearing it. Pair it with whatever colorful outfit you might have, or if you just want to wear it with like a simple white t-shirt, that's also perfectly fine. $59.99, these are not going to be, or even $29.99, and again, considering 320 of the sapphires, and of course 59 points of the diamonds. We're not even going to do $29.99 for this pair of earrings. And again, you saw it on the ear earlier, but let me also show it against the hand so you can see another perspective. So again, this is what it looks like on the hand. Again, loving the different colors and the shimmery shine of the diamonds, despite not being like a specific shape. Just having the diamonds scattered throughout this piece, as I move it, you can probably see it still like forms its own like shape, kind of like a round shape. So again, it's not like random diamonds placed here and there, but it actually works together to almost like fill in the gaps and create this overall circular shape in a way. So again, very nice design wise. And again, this is what it looks like against my hand too. So could easily fit as a ring in terms of like how wide it is. So do keep that in mind as well. Not going to be $29.99 if you would like this pair. Let's go back up close, one more look at it, and we will do it for the entire pair. So no, not just one single earring. This entire pair for one collar only, $1,999. And this very fun pair of earrings will go home to you. And honestly, again, with those hot pink sapphires, could easily mistake them for Mahenge pink Spinel. So again, some surprisingly vibrant, saturated colors happening in this piece. Call me on this one, $19.99. And also any pieces that you've seen so far, you want another look at, Paraiba, emerald, and bicolor tourmaline, or maybe the fun Alligator ring. Also here, as well as the heart shape rubies invisibly set together. Those are also still here. And if you need another look at anything, if you're maybe joining us a little bit later, don't worry, we still have time. And we can always revisit any pieces that you have been thinking about or maybe saw a quick glimpse of. And all that takes is we are one call away. Joanne, I almost want to do something where we switch off, but we don't tell them whenever we switch off, and see if they can tell. Because it's always great talking to everyone, and then we get, or towards the beginning it happened more, but we get confused for each other, right? It's happened less these days, I feel like. It still happens. Yeah, it still happens, but it's always fun. So maybe we can do that for April Fools. That'll be next year. Yeah, April Fools. When is it next year, actually? Planning ahead. This is the first time I've actually planned ahead in my life. Oh, it's a Monday. Darn it. Well, maybe one day. $19.99 on this pair of earrings. Again, a lot of rose gold here today, which again, very unusual, but nice to see the different options. But yeah, let me know. I did mention, we did have a cornflower blue sapphire bracelet that is still hanging out here. And we also do have a link style bracelet, so let me actually get that ready. This one, the link style bracelet, is in the white gold only, however, so do keep that in mind. But actually loving the look of this. It's almost like a 2-in-1, so call me if you are interested in it as soon as I bring it up. In the meantime, again, let me know on these. $19.99 for all of these sapphires and diamonds, and of course all of that rose gold. And in case it's the rose gold that's, keeping you away from this piece, you saw it on the ear. The rose gold does not, it's not overwhelmingly rose gold. You're not going to look at this piece on the ear and be like, it's just rose gold. It's just a nice little warm backdrop for all of these stones combined. So again, if that's what's keeping you away, it's not like overwhelmingly rose gold, not like the Imperial topaz that we had at the very beginning. It's just a slight warmer hue to, combine and complete the entire look. And let's move along from this designer pair of earrings into our designer bracelet. And let's actually start with this one on the hand. This is item number 7428. So you can see here it's kind of like an angular link style bracelet. Of course, right here we have all of our fabulous white diamonds right here, white gold only, carat 42 total weight of the diamonds. However, I did mention for a piece like this, you can almost even wear it maybe even like this, perhaps, for a different look. So again, kind of like a 2-in-1, I would say. So you can wear it with the diamonds facing outwards, or even flip it around and play around with it like that. So 7 inches on this one, again, fits 6.5 to 7.5 inch wrist. And again, flip it, totally different look. Flip it back, another different look. So this one was supposed to be $59.99, considering all of the gold and, again, diamonds that are happening in this piece. $59.99 we are not going to do, and it's really fun just flipping it around. And of course, being a bracelet, the design is super important because, again, as you are wearing a piece like this, you will be moving around from your day-to-day activities, and of course this bracelet will be moving with you. So just keeping this entire design uniform. It will twist and turn, however, because the design is uniform does not mean that, it'll be so blatantly obvious that your bracelet has turned. It will turn, but, you won't be able to, it won't be, bothering you, like, I have to, readjust my bracelet. The design is uniform, and therefore it will look completely like it's been soldered onto your wrist, but You can take it off, and again, if you wanted to flip it around, that is also perfectly up to you. But for this piece, we are not going to be doing $59.99 or even $2,999 or even $1,999 on this one. And yes, you do get diamonds, but if you want to hide the diamonds and go with a sleek mirror finished look with the 14K white gold, you can always flip it around and do so. It's almost like a magic trick. It's like boom, gold, boom, diamonds. Not even going to be $19.99 or even $18.88 on this one. Again, loving even the negative space between a piece like this if you wanted to layer it outside of, let's say, a long sleeve, as you know, fall and winter will be here before we know it. That is also perfectly doable. Not even going to be $18.88 if you will like this bracelet. Very first caller can grab it. $1,777, and this basically 2-in-1 bracelet will be yours to take home this evening. $17.77 on this one. Essentially, again, it's like a 2-in-1. So 2 for the price of 1 on this one. Let me actually bring it up close for another quick look at it. So let me know on the earrings, and we'll be going up close. So here it is. This is what it looks like from the side. So it will be flat on the wrist here. And again, definitely a lot of gold that is happening within a piece like this. Flipping it around again, mirror finish gold, really just a uniform design on this one. And again, back to the front we go. Here again is all of our diamonds, as shimmery and as bright as can be. And let me also just show you the clasp right here. So as you can see there, just insert the left side into the right side, and then on the back side actually, you do have right here, you do have a bit of an extra mechanism. So just once you put the left side into the right side, you just close up the latch on the right side, and then it is secure on your wrist, and again does not mess with the uniformity of the design whatsoever. So that's just another look at the clasp, and here again is going to be the bracelet. $17.77 on this one, almost like a honeycomb design too. So again, super designer on this. $17.77 and 7 inches only, white gold only, 2-in-1 basically. And let me know on this. Don't typically have too many diamond pieces. However, I do have, again, a diamond band ring of sorts. So that will be coming up next. Exactly 1 carat total weight of all of the stones combined. That will be coming up next. So let me know on this bracelet. Again, don't typically have too many bracelets overall. Again, majority of the crowd prefers rings, so always glad to bring rings, but always fun to bring other different pieces as well. So again, rings, if you want to request it, also no problem at all. Again, we are just 1 call away, and we can always help you out there. And moving into the last half of the last hour. So again, several pieces still remaining. Let me know on anything that you're still thinking about, would like to know more about, maybe just scrolling through, caught a little preview, want to bring it back with all the graphics. That is also no problem at all. Diamond band ring coming up soon, and also a little, not a little ring, but it is a Mandarin garnet ring with a little bit extra charm to it. Quite a charming little ring, I would say. So let us move along from this one into the Mandarin garnet ring. This one is item number 0404, and I said charming, and it is quite charming. So has a little charm right here. As you can see, it would also move along with you. 403, oval Mandarin garnet in the center here, and again, same family as the spessartite with the garnets. However, just look at the golden flashes in this one. Spectacular stone, again, supposed to be super included, murky, hazy. This one is anything but. And carat 16 of all of these diamonds, and again, continuing with the rose gold train. However, very much like several of our other rose gold pieces. If you want to change it, this one we can. White or yellow gold on this. Honestly, would probably have a little bit of a hard time deciding. But again, the option is yours to make. $59.99 is where this piece started at. Again, a very fun little designer piece. Love how we started or introduced here at TVON the incorporation of these little charms. They're very fun to work with, play with, and wear. $59.99. Not going to leave it there. This is what it looks like from the back side. So again, true to size band on this one, despite being, you know, a pretty wide design in the front. And again, if you're not a fan of the rose gold, that is also no problem. We can switch it up for you. Question? She's just stretching. And back to the front we go. Again, a better close-up look at the Mandarin garnet. Again, a 403 stone. So this is absolutely not a teeny tiny little piece. Not even going to be, again, sudden price drop incoming. $2,999 on this one. And take a look at it on the hand, because again, you can't really appreciate the design from afar, but this is what it looks like on the hand. And again, the charm at the bottom just dangling there. And again, super dynamic and fun. And do you want to come up here? And not even going to be $29.99 on a piece like this. And you can kind of, from this angle, get a better grasp of potentially which gold color to choose from. As you can see, currently it is in the rose gold. However, it is not overwhelming, it is not distracting. It just, again, very much like the earrings we just had, provides a nice warm backdrop to the overall piece. However, if you wanted to change it up, not a problem at all. White or yellow gold, also your option. This one is not going to be $29.99 or even $2,899 here today. This is what it looks like from the side. I know it's not a mounting that you'd really expect to see every day, but here it is. Truly a fun mounting. And again, with the little charm right here. This is what it looks like from the side. Also love how the charm wasn't just some, you know, thin piece of gold with some diamonds on it. The charm itself also, surprisingly actually, has its own little basket of sorts. So definitely a super impressive piece, well thought out. And of course, that 403 glowing Mandarin garnet in the center there. If you would like it, let's go back up close. Very first caller can grab it. And again, despite being a super designer piece, we can change the gold color if you want to get it changed. $2,888 to the very first caller. And yeah, this piece is a little bit difficult to display with the charm, but $28.88 on this one. And again, it looks, you know, it works better when you see it on the hand. So if you need another look at it on the hand, no problem. And if you want to grab it, $28.88 makes it yours. So call me on this one. I would probably go with the yellow gold on this, but again, the option is yours. You maybe want to try out the rose gold. Again, with this color combination, I'm not mad at it. So definitely, I'm always appreciative of the options that we're able to, you know, give you here. If you want to try out different gold colors, like I mentioned earlier, a lot of customers have come back for the rose gold specifically. So just loving how everyone is loving our rose gold. So $28.88 on this one. Let me know, and we will move along into our diamond band ring coming up shortly. So again, call me on this one. Love the golden, intense flashes of color coming through on this one. $28.88 makes it yours, and let me know. And let's move along into our diamond band ring. This is item number 3946. Don't typically get to have too many diamond band rings. Actually, very appreciative of the different styles. You know, they are all round white diamonds. However, it's like the different combinations of the gold and also other diamonds that really makes it interesting. And despite all being, again, round white diamonds, it gives us different looks even. And you can really expand your jewelry wardrobe with these different looks. So white, yellow, or rose gold on this one. And a nice little touch to it is that center stone diamond you see in the centers of each little circle part there. The diamonds are bezel set, so you do see a little bit more of the gold. So it's kind of like outlining the diamonds so you can see it better. And it was, if this entire piece was all, a single diamond in the center and then diamond halo around it, it gets kind of overwhelming. But thanks to that bezel setting in the center there, we really get to differentiate between the larger stone from the halo surrounding it. This piece supposed to be $24.99, considering there's different setting methods, and again, all of the gold that is added to a piece like this supposed to be $24.99. And white, yellow, or rose gold, your choice. So if you already have the white or the yellow gold and want to get the other, or maybe even go to the rose gold, you can always try it out with a piece like this. Or if you're brand new to us as well, again, VS diamonds, we don't offer any other diamonds, accent stones that are below VS. So, if you see VS diamonds, don't get the chance to try it out, this is again the perfect piece to try it out with, because we are not even going to do it for $19.99 for a piece like this. And again, I do have a few of these band rings. So if you would like to, take a few, gift a few, find out the ring sizes, or again, complete the set. I think this is one of eachable, meaning you get one of each different gold color and wear it according to, whatever, coordinate it with your fit for the day. If you would like to pick up this band ring, we are not even going to do $19.99 for it. This is what it looks like from the back side. So again, it is open for ease of access to clean. And back to the front we go. Also a slight detail to mention. The center part right here is slightly larger than the two right here. So it truly is like combining a 3-stone style look into one. So if you would like to pick up this ring, if you maybe want to pick up a few, we will make this one $999 each. So take your pick, white, yellow, or the rose gold. If you want to see it in any other gold colors, we will definitely have to check if it's available. But fear not, for we can always, again, for pieces like this, we typically custom make it to your gold color and ring size. So again, keep that in mind. So call me on this one, $9.99 each. Again, if you want to take a few, maybe stack it, or have, other pieces in your existing collection that you want to, stack it with this, or, play around with it. I'm always glad that the option is available, but $9.99 each, and I actually did not try it on yet. So let us try it on so you can see what it looks like from the hand shot. So again, absolutely not a small look at all. I mean, the bezel setting and the halo around it definitely helps as well. Looks like you got several large diamonds on your hand all at once. Again, flat on the hand, and then again, true to size band on this one. Definitely comfortable for everyday wear, and again, loving how the design just ends where your fingers meet, so it's not going to irritate you. And again, our VS diamonds, you gotta try it out with this one, $999. And call us now, pick them up before, before they're gone. So $9.99, let me know on this one. And back up close we go. So again, definitely not a small look on the hand, super impressive. Or if you have another style of band ring in mind and want to maybe see that, that is also available to you, just depending on whether or not the piece is here, so that we can actually bring it out and show it to you. But in the meantime, this is the band ring that we have here today on our Friday evening, very first Friday and very first day of September. So, and time is really flying. When is your last day of summer school? next Thursday. So does that mean that you'll be here next Friday? Maybe. You have to see. $9.99 on this one. Let me know. And again, I actually do have a different style of band ring. This one again, a little bit more on the unique side. This is what it looks like. So if you wanted to see this one instead, or more interested in this one, I do have this band ring as well. Also kind of looks like you stacked 3 rings together into one. So again, loving this one. If you want to see it or want more information on it, just let me know. This one's also a carat 18 of diamonds. So, and again, plenty of gold on this one as well. So if you want to see that, give me a call, let me know. Again, Aqua is still here for $23.99. Several pieces still remain, so maybe I'll do another quick little revisit for some of these pieces. Again, that Mahenge Pink Spinel, if you missed it earlier, we had a Mahenge Pink Spinel earlier today, carat 44. Absolutely does not look like a carat 44, looks larger than that. So the fact that that is still here is kind of concerning to me. We did have a Sperrylite garnet, also a cat's eye indicolite. So those are several pieces that we will probably be revisiting here. Also the turquoise with the diamonds on the prongs. Super unique design on that one. Love to see it, and hopefully someone out there also loves it as well. And of course the 252 Paraiba pear shape with a single halo is also still here. Again, not a grab and go kind of purchase, but if you want or if you have any questions on it, again, happy to answer. We're just one call away, and I'll be bringing out some pieces. Maybe you missed it earlier in today's show. Maybe you are on the go. Just another quick little reminder that several pieces are still here. So moving this diamond band ring aside, the first in our little, I guess, mini recap wheel is our turquoise with the diamonds on the prongs right here. Probably need some space to fit everything on the wheel. We had this aquamarine right here as well. Again, super saturated stone, a nice wearable size. And then on the other side here, we have our rose gold Imperial topaz. And then in the front, we have our cat's eye indicolite. And again, it's a great piece if you want to, just try out the stone. You've seen it, you've heard about it, but you just want to, try it out with a smaller size stone. And last but not least, we have the carat 44 Marquise Mahenge Pink Spinel. All these pieces still remaining. Definitely a lot of blues on this one. So again, several pieces up here, just recapping those that are still here, hanging out. This one, carat 44 center stone, 13 points of diamonds, $17.77. If you need to see any of these on the hand again, just let me know. And again, these are all different prices, just giving you a little mini recap. This one right here from the very beginning of the show is that very uniquely colored Imperial topaz. And again, rose gold, if you want to switch it, we can change it to the yellow or the white gold if you so desire. 72 points in the center, 43 points of the diamonds. And again, this one was $19.99 in the back here. Really gives you the look of multiple different rings combined into one. Next up, we do have the cat's eye indicolite right here. This is our carat 52 center stone. Has an interesting, one has a more of a royal blue look, and the other one has almost like a Paraiba sort of look in the cat's eye effect. And of course, that raspberry blue color stone right there. Carat 52 center again, 88 points of the diamonds. $19.99 on this one as well. It's actually currently in the yellow gold, so if you prefer the white gold or if you want to try out the rose gold, again, this is more of a diamond heavy piece, so you might not necessarily see as much of the gold. So again, the option, however, is still up to you. In the center right here, this is The only one that has a gold color restriction, this is in the yellow gold only, 14K yellow gold, 913 cushion Sleeping Beauty turquoise, and 64 points of the multicolored diamonds on either side there. Again, this one has kind of like a little mini collection of multicolored diamonds. Again, not perfectly symmetrical in terms of the colors of the diamonds, but again, I think that just adds to the uniqueness of this piece. And of course, 2 points of diamonds on the prongs right there. So again, $15.99 on this one. This one has to go again with that saturated blue of the Sleeping Beauty turquoise that we all know and love. And of course, the aqua right here, 328 center stone. It is our oval Sierra Santa Maria Aquamarine. And 64 points of the diamonds in that kind of slightly asymmetrical wavy design in this one. And all of these except for the one in the center. If you want to change out the gold color, that is also perfectly doable. So just give us a call if you want to see any of these pieces on the hand or on the back side, or however it is, we can do that for you. So just let me know. And again, this one, let's try this one on the hand, because this one is the one where it's like you look at it on the wheel, you're like, okay, yeah, that looks like a carat 44. And then you look at it on the hand and you're like, that's not a carat 44, it can't be. It must be at least 2 carats, right? This is our carat 44, question mark. But yeah, $17.77 on this one, and don't forget all of the gold that you're getting with this one. So the option is still there if you want to, switch it up, yellow or the rose gold. This is what it looks like from the side. So the band itself is primarily lower on the hand, and then it's just the prongs holding your carat 44 Mahenge pink spinel in place right here. And again, loving those hot pink flashes coming through. And let me actually put this back on the wheel and actually bring up the earrings, because I'm very curious as to see the colors of the sapphire, because it really reminds me of Mahenge pink spinel, but again, in these earrings, they are sapphires. So yeah, look at that color. It's so close to each other. But again, the earrings, they are with multicolored sapphires. So again, keep that in mind. Maybe I'll just put them in the front, see if they fit there. So kind of a lot going on this wheel right here, but some fun designer earrings definitely in the front. Look how beautifully it blends with the Mahenge pink spinel in the ring right here. Again, several fabulous pieces still here waiting their homes. And if you need any details as well, we're just one call away as usual. I also did mention a crystal opal pendant. Maybe I'll just do a quick little flash of this one on the hand and give it a little bit of a clean, as this one has been here for a little while. So let's start with this one on the hand, as it is going to be item number 8789. This one is actually also in the rose gold, so definitely a lot of rose gold happening here today. And look at the fire and intensity happening within this stone. Rose gold only on this one, please. Loving how, again, with the contrast of the use of mirror finish gold versus the diamonds. Again, the crystal opal itself is more of a cabochon cut, so you can see there it is flat on the bottom, and it does have the curvature as you typically do see in the cabochon cutting. And because of how smooth the cabochon is, I actually like how they paired it with the mirror finish gold, and they just left the diamonds to the bail itself. This was supposed to be $24.99. After all, it is our 1067 center stone with 15 points of the diamonds, but $24.99, we're not going to do that at all. Or even $1,999. We are also not going to do that. And again, with this opal specifically, primarily has a warmer base color, as you can see, and as it sits on your neckline is going to provide the perfect, I guess, backdrop for the colors to get even more intense. And just look at those fiery red flashes. This is what it looks like on the neckline. So here it is again with the intensity of the reds coming through, and just look at that angle by itself as well. It's like the stone itself has caught on fire. Not going to be $19.99. Let us go back up close, or on the hand shot. If you would like this one, you can have it $1,699 for a piece like this. And I will try to bring it up close as well. So let's actually go up close. I'll move aside those earrings, and then I'll bring it up close, and then we can take a close-up look at it. Let me actually just grab it a little bit better here. So again, lot of colors definitely happening in this stone right here, and primarily reds, as you can see. So actually really glad that they decided to go ahead with the rose gold, as it does complete the overall look tonally. Can definitely see a lot of those neon greens and also those fabulous blues and purples, but primarily a lot of reds. So very similar to the black opal that has since gone from today. Definitely a lot of reds happening in this stone. And again, cabochon cutting on this. So this is what it looks like from the side. So again, I'd say it's even more impressive from this angle. So let me know on this pendant right here. It is $16.99. And again, all of that gold just present in the pendant itself, holding the center stone together. And let me also show you what it looks like from the back side. So let me just get a better grip on it. So from the back side, again, quite a lot of gold holding this overall piece, kind of like a bezel finishing even from the back side. So I know this side it's going to be, sitting on your neckline, but can we also just appreciate it and just know that this is going to be sitting on your neckline as you take it home here today. So again, $16.99 for this fabulous crystal opal pendant. And I kind of want to just set it down because, again, I think this angle is even more impressive for this pendant. So definitely a fun piece that you'll want to own and experiment with. And I would even say that those red flashes happening within this opal are kind of competing with our hot pink merengue pink spinel off to the side here. So definitely a piece to consider. $16.99 on this one. And let me know, as I'll be taking it away shortly. So call me on this one. And let's bring back those earrings. And don't forget, we had that Mandarin garnet ring from earlier today with the little charms on it. Or it's not really a little charm, but a decently sized charm on that one. So let me know on anything up here if you would like to see it again. Again, we have band rings as well with the bezel and prong setting combined into one piece. Despite only using the well-known and loved brown brilliant cut white diamonds, just even changing up how the stones are set and changing up the proportions of the different stones gives you an unlimited amount of designs to work with. And again, this turquoise, let's try it on the hand again as well. Fabulous how diamonds in the prongs themselves. Probably saw like right there, that one just sparkling despite being 2 points total for all 4 stones. Definitely the definition of small but mighty. So again, this is the only one up here aside from the earrings that do have to stay like it is in the gold color. This is our yellow gold, as it does complement the multicolored diamonds perfectly in the side there. And I don't know if people collect designs necessarily, but this one is definitely one that I would consider, as I'm sure diamonds in the prongs, maybe not every jeweler's first nightmare, but probably in the top 5 maybe. So again, just a slight little design choice here, but again, super effective, and again really makes you want to look at this piece twice And it's like, are my eyes playing tricks on me, or are those diamonds in the prongs? And they are in fact diamonds in the prongs. And this is another look at the side view. So again, with the turquoise, kind of like the cabochon cutting, flat on the side or flat on the back side, and then has that nice smooth curvature at the front there. Definitely turquoise, also one of my top favorite stones, just because of how saturated and bright and vivid and eye-catching that color is. $15.99 for this ring. And again, don't forget, I can't decide which part of this ring I like better, the diamonds in the prongs or the multicolored diamonds in the side there, or even just the turquoise, because there's definitely a lot happening in this piece right here. $15.99 gets a home to you. Let us go back up close. And maybe I switch out one of these pieces for the Paraiba. The pear shape that we had is still here. And you know what? I like this one. I might take it for myself. Let's exchange it, swap it with our fabulous Paraiba. And in case you needed the info again, this was one of the two, or the other one I did do a quick little flash of, but this Paraiba right here is our 252 private collection. 66 points of the heart-shaped diamonds at the bottom side of the pear shape, and 52 points of diamonds completing the rest of the halo right here. Again, call me on this one. It is a super saturated stone. If you need another, super zoomed in, close-up look at it, I'll be more than happy to do so. But again, this is super important. Paraibas, there's a reason that we're not bringing you, as many per show, as prices are skyrocketing, kind of scarily so. And white gold only on this one, 18K. You really don't want to have any secondary gold colors messing with the color of this stone right here. And again, I mentioned earlier, but you can really see how this Paraiba color is truly unique to the Paraiba. As several other colors, you might be like, oh, this definitely reminds me of a tanzanite, or maybe reminds me of a blue sapphire. But again, this color truly is unique to this stone alone. So call me on this one, $19,999 on this one. This is also what it looks like on the hand. Again, the size of the diamonds itself, also not to be overlooked, as you can see right here, huge in terms of millimeter sizes. And of course, the brilliance and the sparkle does not disappoint. And of course, that center stone, still as neon and as bright as can be, for only $19,999 on this one. Let me also flip it around if you want another look at it, as again, pear shapes, can wear them two different ways. So again, here it is, also what it looks like from the side. So again, definitely if you wanted to wear it, it is wearable. It is, after all, a single halo of diamonds. However, definitely has, its own little design aspect to it with the heart shapes. But what I love about it is from this angle, you can't really tell it's heart shapes if you're not like too much of a fan of the heart shapes. But I love how it's just hidden in there, snuck into the design, and it still works out beautifully. So call me on this one. Let us go back up close. And we are in the last couple of minutes of our show here today. So thank you for joining me on this fabulous first day of September. So again, long weekend ahead. Have fun out there if you are traveling. Stay safe, stay warm or cool. At this point, I can't really tell if it's warm or cool out there, but thank you for joining me for these past 3 hours. Again, we'll be here for a couple of minutes after the end of the show, answer any last questions, and do keep in mind, pieces do go after the facts. So if you've been thinking about a piece, call us quickly and we'll help you out with any last questions. So again, thank you for joining me this fabulous Friday evening or Friday night. And let's go back to our wheel. So this is our remaining 5 for the last minute and a half of our Friday evening. And again, any questions are welcome. Any requests are also welcome, as we'll be here tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. Lauren will be here online on TV, and any questions will be here as usual a couple of minutes after the show. Have any requests? We can still look for your requests before we go and help you out, and we'll wait for your call when you are ready to see your request. So again, we are just one call away. Had some fabulous pieces here today. Paraiba, Colombian emerald, turquoise, which maybe I'll take home today, but definitely a super unique design. And let me know. Also had those multicolored sapphire floral earrings. Again, it's some fun pieces have been here, definitely. So might not be for everyone, but again, very appreciative that you guys can be here with me to just, take a look at them, really see the different designs that people come up with, designers come up with. And yeah, thank you for joining me here today. We'll be back again tomorrow and of course the weekends. And have a great rest of your evening. My name is Joyce. Thank you for joining me today.